So, the following is a presentation of the Pontywood Sports Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome here to the big broadcast. Going to get things started here right about 6:30 with our Coach Coach Wallace interview. And as our Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show is underway here, we're going to get it started here because about 6:45 we're going to have the presentation of the Lone Star Cup here at Shelbyville Football Stadium. As we had the big pep rally earlier, thanks everybody for joining us for that. I had a great time with us. So we're going to get things started here. It is the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame. Let's get it going.
Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
All righty, folks, back here as we get ready for the next ball game and things we got going on. So we're going to talk a little bit about we talked a little bit about the offense and defense of some of the guys there. So anything you're going to change up as far as the offensive lines? I know you've done some things here, Coach. Made some changes so far, but you think you pretty much got your line set right there? Is there maybe some other changes?
As far as personnel goes, we're in a good spot. Unless unfortunate injuries or anything like that. If we see something that we need to adjust skill position wise, where we go double tight or anything like that. But for the most part, we like the 11 guys we got on the field.
Right. Well, I like you move the front line around a little bit, and I think everybody's kind of settling in there to kind of figure it. Because I know sometimes you go from guard or tackle to guard or something like there's some different things in there to work. Especially if you go from one side to the other, it can be a little bit difficult. But I think that they're coming in together there. Gavin doing a great job. You got Ronnie. You got Tate back there running the ball too. You put Hunter. We got some good receivers there. So this offense right now is starting to, we really did some really good things there against Mount Enterprise and, against Wascom all the way through the last few games, if you ask me. But, I mean, this offense is really starting to click really, really pretty good right now.
We're getting really close to figuring out, and I told somebody that this weekend, we're getting close to figuring out, what we feel like that we're good at and what we feel like that our offense this year is best capable of doing. And, so you're scoring a bunch of points, you should have it figured out. Well, I mean, it's not always just that easy. A lot of work goes into it, and we want to make sure that we're not just out there running plays. We have a scheme, and we want other things to match and go with it. And I think that's one thing that our kids are starting to learn and put together, that we kind of run things off of things and we set things up off of stuff. And that each week's been a little bit different, trying to really figure out again what we're the best at and how we can attack certain defenses consistently, down the road. That way we're not just getting in a formation to run a play and another formation to run this play and a formation to run this play. We want to be able to run multiple things out of different looks. And so I think that's something that we're getting closer to. We're getting closer to hammering that down for us to really be where we want to be.
Yeah, and that's Gavin really learning a lot of those new things there too, because we talked a little bit last week. He's starting to learn how to feed some things, learn some things, and when he can go do some things.
Because every week you tweak a little bit, right? Just because for the defense you see personnel or players or whatever.
Especially that defense he just saw.
Whatever you may see. And so, Mondays are a little bit slower for us, and we talk through different things that we see and try to get him to understand what we're looking for in certain looks and formations. But he, as the week progresses, he really starts to figure those out. And again, we talk through them, and I try to remind him before the snap in our group stuff Once we get the team, I just try to let him mess up or get it right, whichever one. If he does mess up, then, I remind him, hey, this is what we're looking for on this. And so I think that's the fastest way for him to be able to learn is without my voice in his ear.
Right.
And so he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, I think he's doing really good. He comes along really good, and he's got the respect of the team. He's a good field general out there, and I think he's done a really good job with it. So, and moving over here to the defensive side here, folks, too, coaches, we have some key pieces in here. I know you moved some guys around. And like I said, Scarborough, he got run up and down the field quite a bit last week, so he had to do some switching in and out there, too, to give him some help. But MacArthur came in and helped you out a little bit there, so you got some other guys there. But I think the defense has done a good job here. I mean, you're going to get some really good receivers, but I think the defense has done some really good job.
The biggest thing for us defensively is getting healthy, especially on the back end. We've missed Notorious Hubbard, one of our better defensive guys on the D-line for 2 games. He was back last week. We've missed J.D. Sewell on the back end for 2 games. He's our only senior back there on the back end. Been a 2-year starter now for us. We've had Ty Mosby, who hurt his knee, is out for the year. Junior Ashton Scarborough, who's hurt his knee, and we're still kind of pinning on that day-to-day type deal. And so we've moved some younger guys up. We've had to move younger guys around and trying to tweak it to be ready for the games that affect your playoff seeding.
Right.
I don't want to say that matter or that count or whatever because they all matter and they all count. We want to win every one when we play. But for those games down the road, we're really trying to move the puzzle pieces around and be at the best we can when that time comes. You've seen Hunter go from corner to safety,
right?
In the past 2 games, and so just trying to shuffle things and figure out how it fits us the best. And I think we're still doing that. And then hopefully getting everybody back healthy, in 2 weeks for Garrison is going to be really big for us.
Right, and well, a couple of things. Again, is there anything that the guys really kind of took away from that game, the Mount Enterprise game, the last couple of games that they're knowing that they can use to help them get better, coming along? Some of the things y'all take away.
I think the biggest thing, like you just say, guys, is there's a lot of parts that we can take from it. You look at if you say the last 2 games, look at the Wascom game defensively. We did everything we were supposed to do to win the game defensively.
Right.
Everything we were supposed to do to win the game defensively. Outside of, I think, 3 chunk plays that they had, they didn't gain a whole lot. It might have been 4. They didn't gain a whole lot of offense.
Right.
In the first half against Mount Enterprise, outside of 2 chunk plays, they didn't gain a whole lot.
Yeah, we had a 14-point lead at halftime
in the first half, and so I think the biggest thing is first realizing that they can, and the second thing is finishing. Finish the job.
Right.
We started really well, finished the job, and I think in the Wascom game we kind of didn't get it done offensively. And the Mountain Enterprise game, I think it was across the board in the second half we didn't get it done. Yeah, we scored a lot of points. We did a lot of really good things offensively. We had 2 turnovers. We had a couple negative plays. We had a couple things that went wrong that we have to fix. And I think defensively the biggest takeaway from the Mountain Enterprise game is you got to pay attention to what your coach to be able to get lined up, and then you got to fit where you're supposed to fit.
Right.
And those are the 2 biggest things. And go back and you watch tape in the first half, and we were doing those 2 things. And you go back and you watch tape in the second half, and we weren't.
Not so much.
And that's the biggest takeaway from the past 2 games is we've played really good for part of the game.
Right. We need to play really good for all 4 quarters.
We have to play really good for the entirety of the game or play really good when it matters the most.
Right.
And those are the biggest takeaways, knowing you can, believing you can, understanding that you can, because I think we're really close. We're really close, and we played really good teams, no excuse, whatever. But I think we're sitting in a good spot, and we're going to continue to work hard.
Yeah, I think we are too. Just got to get over that little bit of a hump. We've been climbing up there. It's time to get up there and see if we can roll her on down. That's for sure. All right, folks. Well, let's go in and talk about the Carlisle Indians. They're coming in here. They lost to Brook Hill coming in here, but they got a good little quarterback in there, and they got a good running game too. So they're a good little squad that they're going to have to be ready for as well, Coach. Yeah,
they're athletic. The quarterback is a really good player. He does a lot for them. They ask him to run the ball a lot. They get in 100 different formations and motions and try to get you out of position defensively. he throws the ball well. He's got a lot of guys that he likes to throw the ball to, and number 2, number 7, number 6, and then number 11 is a really good player for them offensively and defensively. Big athletic kid defensively for him at linebacker, DN, kind of wherever they want to play him, outside linebacker, inside linebacker. They kind of move him around just a little bit. But, they have some big hard-nosed kids, number 10. And then up front, number 52 and number 54 are both really good players for them. And they've got several upperclassmen on their offensive line, but those two are the kind of guys that stick out. And then number 52 plays linebacker for them, or number 54 plays linebacker. One of the two. I get my numbers crossed up. And so they're just a really hard-nosed team. Coach Baker over there does a great job. His dad was the AD for, I don't know how many years, 30 years, 20 years over there in Carlisle, retired. Coach Baker left for a couple years, went to Henderson, is back at Carlisle. And there's just something about the Bakers in Carlisle that those kids just really respect and really get after it. I guess when his dad, talking about Coach Baker's dad, his dad coached the players' probably dad.
That are playing now.
Uncles, right. Brothers.
Cousins, everybody.
And so, when you're playing in that kind of family tree and that kind of tradition, it really means something because everybody else did too.
Right.
And they've had a ton of success over there. And so it's really glad we're not traveling to Carlisle to go play in Indian Stadium. But they do such a good job to get those kids to play hard and get the most out of them. They're really competitive. It's going to be a physical game. Those cats they get after it.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a real good game here, and I think it could go down just like it has the last couple of weeks, and see if the Dragons can pull one out here on the home field here too. So that's going to be a good one against the Carlisle Indians. I've seen a couple of the games that they've done because NETSN's been covering the Carlisle out there too. So they played really well against St. Augustine. I think St. Augustine had a really good shot there, but St. Augustine dropped the ball there, just like what we were talking about.
Yeah, St. Augustine had a few fumbles early in the game that kind of put them behind the 8 ball, and Carlisle capitalized on those, and Carlisle ended up holding off and winning the football game.
Yeah, it was a good one there. Coach Barnes and those Wolves are looking really pretty good, that's for sure. But let's move into one final thing here, Coach, before we let you go, and it was the Lone Star Cup. This last week was homecoming, this Lone Star Cup. So in case folks don't know what this is about, this is a very big deal here. This is 2A for the entire state of Texas, and not just for football or any other. It's a combination of everything that the students' body and the entire school system is a part of, correct?
Yes, it's a huge deal. And so I was actually looking for the post. I saw it earlier. Somebody sent it to me.
I know they were going to have like a presentation and a big thing there before the game and everything too.
I can't remember
exactly who it was.
Who sent it to me, but somebody sent it to me.
It's going to be about like 6:45 or something like that. They're going to have a big thing out there before the game starts. So I'm going to have it out there as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Here it is. I just have to zoom in on it. So it was everything that we scored points in. Military marching band scored 3 points. Volleyball scored 4 points. Football scored 8 points. Congress scored 3 points. Spirit scored 1 point. Boys basketball scored 10 points. District academic champions was worth 4 points. Regional academic champions was worth 4 points. And then state academic champions was worth 10 points. Softball 8 points and baseball 8 points. Awesome. So it takes everything that you do that accounts for UIL. So UIL academics, UIL marching band, UIL cheer, and UIL athletics.
Right.
And there's point values for everything that you do. If you win district, you get a few more points. And then every playoff round that you win, you earn points also. And so your school, tallies those points up. 2 years ago, we got third. Outstanding, and we've never placed in the top 10.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there, right?
Or top 5 in the state of Texas before out of, I don't know how many, it's a bunch of schools, Right. And so for us to be able to, as a whole, as a school, and they do this, I think they call it the Capital One Cup in college sports.
Right.
And to be able to, as a whole, be able to win the championship or be the most decorated school in the state of Texas at your level is pretty impressive because it takes so many different parts.
Yeah.
And it takes everybody pulling in the same direction. And it's just kind of what what we talk about, and we want the logo or when we're representing our school, we want it to mean something just a little bit more than yourself. You're representing your community, your family, your school, all these other things that you're representing when you go compete in your school.
UIL conferences based on their overall team achievement in a variety of sanctioned academic, athletic, and music championships. All UIL member high schools in good standing are included in contention for the UIL Lone Star Cup. After the previous year, Shelbyville finishing third, this past year they claimed the Conference 2A Lone Star Cup title, its first in school history. That ranks Shelbyville number one among the 226 or so 2A schools in Texas. Key achievements include state championships in academics and Congress, a state runner-up finish in military marching band, and state finals appearances in baseball, boys basketball, and softball. The Dragons also reached the state semifinals in football and the regional quarterfinals in volleyball, advanced to finals in state spirit, and earned district and regional titles in academics. The administrators, coaches, sponsors, students, and parents who represent Shelbyville High School should be extremely proud of this accomplishment. Congratulations on an outstanding year. All 24-25 students who are a part of this achievement and all Shelbyville ISD staff have received Lone Star Cup Championship medallions. If you are a part of the following teams, we would like for you to stand at this time. First, football. Volleyball. Boys basketball. Baseball. Softball. Military marching band. Cheerleading. Congress. And high school UIL academic team. If you are a graduate and you have not received your medal for your participation in one of these teams, please see Mr. Mario Osby to receive your medal. We would also like to recognize our school board members who make all of our success possible through their leadership and support. Betola Jones, President; Mark Bohannon, Vice President; Tim Bradshaw, Secretary; Joe Tom Shillings, Arvis Moore, Cole Cooper, and Robbie Dutton. We'd also like to recognize sponsors and coaches who helped our students achieve at the highest level. Several of these sponsors and coaches are a part of the group on the sidelines. We'd like to recognize Athletic Director Jared Wallace, Band Director John Kennan, and all the academic coaches and sponsors who work with students throughout the past year. Tonight, UIL Director of Compliance, Dr. Joel Nolte, along with Shelby County Agency Manager, B.J. Mushalik of Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and Rudy Klacknick with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, will now present the UIL Lone Star Cup Trophy to Shelbyville Independent School District Superintendent Dr. Ray West, Shelbyville High School Principal Mario Osby, and Shelbyville ISD School Board President Betola Jones. 2025 Conference 2A UIL North Star Champions, the Dragons of Shelbyville High School.
Wow, so much to be proud of right there. Congratulations, Shelbyville ISD. This is not just a sports trophy. This is something that it takes the entire school community to do. That's how great it is. I mean, this is just how awesome this is right here. So congratulations to all the Dragons through all the sports, through all the academics, all the school sponsors, the teachers. It takes a lot of people and a lot of great students to do some wonderful things there for the Dragons. And I tell you what, that was a really, really good year last year for the Dragons, and man, what a great honor to be getting that Lone Star Cup. It is pregame time. It is the Right Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame, so we're here. Still got a few minutes left to go before we get the start of this one, folks. So we're going to take a break and talk a little bit about the ball game. Carlisle Indians are in town. We got a Raymond Motor Company keys to the game. All that good stuff is on the way. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back as we're almost ready for kickoff on NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin. Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Now, whether you stop by and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're definitely going to find something on the menu you like. Now, your table's waiting right here next to this wonderful family, or find yourself a seat in the sports room. It's Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Stop in and say hi.
Chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Got the Shelbyville School song going on just a few minutes before we get to the start of the kickoff. Coming in here is the Price Carlisle Indians in town to take on the Shelbyville Dragons here. The Dragons looking for their first win on the year, and the Price Carlisle Indians 2-2 on the year after they dropped that game to Brook Hill last week. So they're in here today in this travel game, take on the Shelbyville Dragons before both teams get ready to go to district and starts next week. District will be, the Dragons will have next week off before they start district. They'll start district the week after, and that will be at Garrison. And then we'll go to, just all kinds of St. Augustine, Joaquin, Timpson. They're going to go all the way through the district right there. We have a lot of those games here for you. Cover a lot of the teams here in the Piney Woods District coming up here in the next couple of weeks. All right, folks, as we're getting ready to go here, it is your Raymond Motor Company keys to the game. Raymond Motor Company keys to the game here for the Dragons. You've played really good football. You just got to make sure you hang on to the ball, and let's make sure we hang on to the ball, and let's put the ball in the end zone. Got to play some good defense. Don't let anybody get behind you, and cover up on the running game. You should be really pretty good right there. Just done really well. Just got to get it all to come together here for the Shelbyville Dragons. For the Carlisle Indians, Coach Baker and his team is ready to go here tonight as they're having a really good season, and they got a good quarterback in there. Got some really good guys that they can throw the ball to. They're going to have to make sure that they're good sound up front. And I think if they can be good sound up front and get a good running game going against the Dragons, and if they can get some of those passes in there that they've been known to do, that they should be pretty good here tonight for the Carlisle Indians. That's your Raymond Motor Company keys to the game. When we get back here, we still got a few minutes to go before kickoff, but we'll check in here for the coin toss and all the other good stuff as we're ready for a kickoff here on the NETSN. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center, where you'll find the friendliest of sales folks. Whether you're looking for a new SUV for the family or a brand new truck, Raymond Motors has a great service department and a huge selection of used vehicles. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center. All right, folks, back here is we got Dallas Parker down there on the sideline. See him right there. He's moving the camera around right now, going to get ready to go. And we got Joe Elmer up here in the booth, and he's got the big camera hanging out up here on top. We're getting ready to go here for the kickoff. And it's Right Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show. Just about ready to wrap up here as both teams have made their way to the field. And great night here. Lone Star Cup presentation going on. We had the pep rally here earlier for a bunch of good things, and a lot of those kids got the gold medallions for the champions for that, and that was really pretty cool. And so nice to see those, and a lot of kids wearing them out here tonight. I was going to wear mine, but I was afraid I'd mess it up. I don't want to get it all dinging around and mess it up out here. So I really do appreciate the Shelby ISD include me in that. I feel really privileged and humbled. That was really, really cool. And touched my heart today. Anyway, let's go on here. Let's play some football, all right? Let's toughen up, play some football there. Here we go. We got the Dragons and they're ready to go. Looking for – I talked to the guys, at the pep rally, after the pep rally, at the God bless America. Let's play some football. All right, here we go. The Dragons going to come out here, and they're going to have their let's get this out here. They're going to have their captains set and ready to go. And we'll see who we got here. Number 55, Jay Barnes. Jay Barnes in there, as well as Sergio Reyes, Ronnie Williams, and Dallas Murray will be the 4 for the Dragons. You got 3, 4, 14, and 21. So we got Grigsby, Garza, Mahaya, and number 21, Starling. All right, so there we go. So now they're out here ready for the the coin toss. See, Ronnie Williams can have another night. He had a couple hundred yards rushing the other night, and so see if he can get that going out here tonight. The Dragons defense, see if they can limit those big plays, especially to start off, and I think things will be a little bit better for him here.
Texas Law SB 2929. Game officials may now remove spectators immediately.
All right, so as they're having chats out there in the toss. See what they're going to do. And it looks like Carlisle has deferred to the second half. So the Dragons will receive. And the Dragons will go left to right to start.
The decision is final under Texas law.
So the Dragons ready to go. All right, so that's the way it's going to be to start off here tonight as we're getting ready to play some football. The Dragons and the Indians right here on NETSN. Let's take another quick break. We'll be right on back here. Ready for it.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go. Opening kickoff. As we'll have Hunter Harvey and number 22 back there for the Dragons. And that is John Hignite. I'm getting that right. New name out there for the Dragons. All right, so here we go. Ready for the kick. As it will be Garza, number 4, looking like they're going to kick off. No, maybe not. Checking out the sideline there, see. He's the one lined up for it here, so Garza. Oh, going to do a quick kick here. Now going to step it right on back, line him back out. And Carlisle now set and ready to go, Garza. Tate Overgone better be ready over here in case they try a quick kick. High kick will be taken there, and a fair catch called at the 31-yard line. That's where the Dragons will start off. And that is Gavin McDonald. So Shelbyville. 31. First down and 10 for the Dragons. All right, so here we go. Underway here. And check out the ticker there at the top, folks. We'll have those games that are a part of our app. Get our app. It's absolutely free at NETSN. There are pick'ems, you got forums, you got all kinds of good stuff on there. As a matter of fact, I think I forgot to do a few of them here today, but that's all right. We still have some time if I want to get in there. All right, so first down and 10 here for the Dragons. Going to have a twin back set here now. It'll be Williams and Harvey into the backfield here with McDonald. Hunter, we're going to move out the backfield. He's going to hand it off here to Williams. And Williams going to get up the field here to about to the 33 for gain of 2. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 now for the Dragons. So Gavin going to be right back to the line here. Donald. Send Williams out of the backfield now. Now Gavin going to be pressured into the backfield. He gets out of it. Going to run, pull it down here. Going to run to get out of bounds. To get down around the 40-yard line for he's finally pushed out of bounds to see right at the 39. So that's a gain of 6. That's going to bring up a third down and about 1 here for the Dragons. So nice job there by Gavin to pull it down and take a little bit of a run and gets third down and 1 here for the Dragons. Nice and easy run here for Shelbyville. So back in. Ready to go. McDonald going to send Hunter in motion. Get off to Williams. Williams finds some room here on the right side. He's in the middle of the field at the 50, the 40, the 30. He's breaking some tackles at the 20. And he's finally going to be tackled there at about to the 20-yard line. Nice job tracking him down from the back there was Dakota Grigsby as he catches up there with the first down for the Dragons and a big run for Ronnie Williams all the way down to the 21-yard line of Carlisle. First down. That's a Raymond Motor Company first down. 1 yard line, first and 10 Dragons. Nice run there by Ronnie as he got through a bunch of the traffic in the middle there, breaking a couple tackles and gets it all the way down. And a good job tracking him down from behind. Dakota Grigsby had to run him down, but he makes the tackle there at the 21. Dragons bringing it to the line here. Scarborough. Hunter now going to leave the near side. Williams going to hand off. Take it right up to gut. Get across the 20-yard lines down to about the 19. Run a 2.
19-yard line, pick up the 2, second down 8. On the stop, 54, Brandon Garza, and number 2, Chase Rowland for the Indians.
Rowland and Garza on the stop there for the Indians. Second down, and we'll call it a long 9 here. Well, we're going long 8, I guess you should say. There we go. On 8 for the Dragons. Sitting there at the 19-yard line. Price Carlisle. Harvey in motion. Gavin McDonald going to look to throw out here. Going to have Scarborough. Oh, in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass. Nice try there. It's a great, nice play. Just goes in and out of the hands there of Scarborough for an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Third down and 8 for the Dragons.
So that'll bring up a third down and 8. But one thing that you do know is you got Reyes down there that, Vasquez. That can kick a field goal from about this range. So we're right in the field goal range out there. McDonald bringing him back to the line. He'll have Harvey and Williams in the backfield. Twin set over to the far side. Harvey leaving the backfield. McDonald look to pass, looking for somebody out there. Nobody open. Now pulls it down, and he's going to be tackled there about the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play. That's going to bring up a fourth down and about 8. And receivers got to do a little bit better job down the field getting away from that defender. There really wasn't a whole lot of movement downfield there by the receiver. Got to do a little bit better job getting away from the defender. Help your quarterback. So back to it now. Here's 4th down and long. Dragons going to go for it. 4th and 8. Maybe try to get him to jump off. Dragons going to go for it here. McDonald rolling out. Got to throw the man. Got his man out there, and it's caught. Enough for a first down for the Dragons. Getting out of bounds. Nice job there, Hunter Harvey, on a completed pass. That'll take it all the way down there to the 8-yard line. 11 yards at Raymond Motor Company. First down for the Dragons. Nice job there, Hunter Harvey. I'm bringing up a first down and goal from the 9-yard line for the Dragons. That's a good camera down there. McDonald. Oh. Hit pitch to Hunter Harvey. Hunter Harvey's going to take it down. Will he go in? It's touchdown, Dragons. Hunter Harvey takes it in on the little touch pass in the middle, and it's touchdown, Dragons. Nice job there for Shelbyville, driving it down 8 yards. Touchdown pass for the Dragons to Hunter Harvey from number 2. That's who it is. Hunter Harvey from Gavin McDonald for the touchdown, and the Dragons take a 6-0 lead. And here comes the extra point here. Edwin Vasquez coming in here for the extra point attempt for the Dragons. Kick is up and on the way, and it is good. So the Dragons will take a 7-0 lead here with about 9:10 to go here in this first quarter. Nice job for the Dragons. A nice little drive down the field. And we'll come back here. We'll have the Shelby's Famous Bank kickoff. It's coming up for you here on a NETSN.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Alrighty, folks, back here as we get ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, and that is coming up for you here on a NETSN. All right, a nice 8-play drive, 69 yards, taking about a little less than 3 minutes off the clock there for the Dragons. And Carlisle will have their first shot at it here on the kick on the way for Shelbyville. Kick is coming. Little bouncer along the far side over there. Picked up by the Indians and will be taken down. Nice job on the coverage there by the Shelbyville Dragons. Picked up there running it is Armstrong. And the Dragons take him down. And it'll be a first down and 10 at the 41-yard line for Carlisle with a 9:10 to go in the ball game. In the first quarter, sorry, not the ball game. Quick ball game, isn't it? All right, so here we go. As Price Carlisle and the Indians come out for their first offensive possession here. And quarterback, Antonio Abera, will send it out here in spread formation. Twin receivers at both sides. Dragons got to play good defense here. Can't give up those big plays to start off. Man in motion is number 4. That is Garza. And Barrow's going to run it himself. Going to take it over to the far side. And Dragons got to push him out of bounds there at about the 48-yard line. This gain is 7. That'll bring up a third down and 3. I'm going to say it's at the 47-yard line. So second down and we'll say about 5 here for the Indians. Barra in the backfield now. Going to hand off. That's number 4, Garza. And a great job in the backfield by the Dragons defense getting back there. That is Hunter Harvey along with number 12, Sergio Reyes. And it's a loss on the play there, back to the 46-yard line. It's a loss of 1. So third down and 6 here for the Indians. Dragons trying to get a 3 and out here to start. Ibarra. New running back there. That is Armstrong. We're going to get an outsides here for the Dragons. Going to get a free play. Ibarra's going to throw it downfield. Got a man out there, but it is caught. And the defender gets knocked down and is finally tackled by Harvey, but a great catch down the field. And see who they made that catch, and it's a great catch. It's all the way down to the 11-yard line. That was number 14, I think it was, is Mahia down there. What a great play. It's a free play there for the Dragons, and the Dragon defender thought he was thrown to the ground there, but no call. And it's a first down for the Indians. What a great throw there by Ibarra. Takes it all the way down to the inside the 10-yard line. It's a first down and goal. All the way down to the 7-yard line. Big play there by Ibarra. Just knew he had a free play, threw it down there, and the defender for the Dragons just fell down. And it's a great catch there by number 14. Now it's first down and goal here for the Indians. Ibarra going to hold himself, take it over to the far side. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down by Sergio Reyes for no gain.
Quarterback Grigsby on the carry. Drop for loss by number 12, Sergio Reyes. Going to spot him back near the 7. Second and goal for the Indians.
That is Dakota Grigsby as the quarterback. I'm sorry, I was looking for number 1 to be the quarterback, and he is not in there. So Grigsby is the quarterback here for the Carlisle Indians, folks. So here we go. Second down and goal. Ball sitting right about to the 6-yard line here for the Carlisle Indians. Twin back sets. It's got Hernandez and McCamey in the backfield with Grigsby. Garza in motion. Looks like that's a busted play. Garza going to grab it, try to take it over to the left side. He's going to be tackled there. Sergio Reyes, as well as John Hignite, in there onto the stop. So no gain on that play. So that's going to be a third down and goal from the 7. Good job here by the Dragons trying to keep him out of that end zone. Let's see where he's at down there. There you go. Got a good shot. Third down and 7. Grigsby brings it back to the line. I was going to have Garza in at quarterback here. Garza going to be tripped up there, but he's going to break away. One tackle, spins in. He's going to take it into the touchdown, Indians. And Garza spins his way in there for the touchdown for the Indians. Takes it in for 7 yards out, and it is now a 7-6 ball game as Garza takes it in for the score for the Indians. So the extra point on the way here for Price Carlisle. Let's see what Coach Baker's going to do. And we're going to bring Mahia. I hope I'm saying that right, folks. No, sorry, it's going to be Garza in on it, but Mahia will be in on the stop on the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So it is a 7-7 ball game here, and we'll be back for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. That is coming up right here on a NETSN there. So we'll see if the Dragons can answer right back here after Price Carlisle goes down the field, puts up a score of their own. Here in the opening quarter, 7-7, Lone Star Cup night. And now ready to come up. Looks like number 52 this time is Enriquez. Will be ready for the kick. High kick and taken, and it will bounce and go out of bounds. And that'll be a penalty flag, and it'll be for the Dragons. We'll have good starting field position here for Shelbyville. So first down and 10 here for the Dragons. And they'll have it right there at the, should be, where are they going to put it? Should be the 35. They can't make it, okay, it's going to be the 35. I just want to make sure. I thought they were going to put it at the 31 there for a minute. I wasn't really for sure where they were going to put it. All right, so here we go. First down and 10 for the Dragons at their own 35-yard line. McDonald. Single back set this time. They'll have Hunter Harvey into the backfield. Twin set over to the far side. Scarborough in motion. Gonna hand off here. And that's Harvey. Oh, that's Ronnie Williams. I'm sorry, Ronnie Williams in the backfield. Ronnie Williams was enough for Raymond Motor Company. First down, takes it into Indian territory. Down to the 47-yard line of the Indians. So that's a Raymond Motor Company first down. Ronnie Williams. Big run right there. So good run there by Williams. So first down, Raymond Motor Company first down. Williams stays in the backfield here with McDonald. He's going to set both sides. Now Harvey. Scarborough in motion. Going to pitch it out here to Williams. Williams trying to bring it to the near side. Look for a block. Runs around one. Nice spin move across the 40-yard line down to the 37, maybe the 36. Almost another first down. They're going to say 9 yards on that one to the 36.
52, Chewy Enriquez moves the ball to the Indian 39.
39-yard line. We're going to say second down, and we'll say
For the Dragons.
maybe 2 here for the Dragons. A long one. There we go. Second down. Dragons moving it right back down the field. 39-yard line. Williams stayed in the backfield here with McDonald. Harvey in motion this time. McDonald going to look to pass. Scarborough breaks away from the defender. Got him down there at the 10-yard line. Austin Scarborough, touchdown, Dragons. And the Dragons get a big touchdown to Bryant Scarborough, Bryant Scarborough going to be there, and he breaks away from the defender at the 10-yard line, takes it in, touchdown, Dragons. And they'll take it back up by a score now of 13-7 on the nice play there by the Dragons. 39-yard touchdown pass, Gavin McDonald to Brian Scarborough, number 7. 39 yards there for the Dragons. Good job for Shelbyville. Here comes Reyes in onto the extra point. Going to get a stoppage before that one gets kicked off. And a nice job there. 2 great plays here for the Dragons for touchdowns. All right, so the extra point on the way once again, and it is up, and it is no good. Wide to the left side at this time, so no good on the extra point. So that's the way we'll go here. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and get you ready for the kick here on a NETSN.
At Wyndham Family Dental, it's always about family. Their family welcomes you. Their family takes care of you. At Wyndham Family Dental, it comes down to this.
If you have something to smile about, smile.
Coming back, ready to go. 13-7 is the score now, and a 3-play, 69 yards or 65 yards, 120 off the clock there for the Dragons to bring home that second touchdown here. And Dallas Parker down here grabbing some good shots onto the sideline. I see Coach Osby right there, hanging out with Coach Cloudy. Can't beat that. That's a good conversation to have right there. Here we go with the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Good straightaway kick here for the Dragons. Going to be taken there right on the 10-yard marker. Bringing it back up the field are the Indians. Mahia finally knocked out of bounds there across the 25-yard line. And right there.
At the Carlisle, looks like the 30-yard line, they're going to set up 1st and 10.
So the 30-yard line is where it's going to be. I thought it might be the 29, but it is a 1st down and 10 here for Carlisle at their own 30-yard line. See if the Shelbyville Dragon defense can make a stop here. Keep the Indians at bay, get that ball back. See if we have another good touchdown here to get into the second quarter. So here come the Indians bringing it back up. Grigsby in at quarterback. Going to hand off. And a nice job of running there to the right side. And that is Elvis Hernandez. He'll take it around the edge. And he'll get up to about the 29-yard line. I'm sorry, make that the 34-yard line. He'll get 4. Second down to 6.
Stopped by J.D. Sewell and Tate Overgon. Moves it to
Sewell and Overgon on the stop. As we're moving the clock here.
for the Indians.
Second down and a long 6 here for the Indians. Grigsby brings it right back to the line. He'll empty out the backfield. Twin receivers set both sides, spreading them out. Grigsby going to pull it back now, going to look for a hole here in the middle. He'll come up, nice job there, plugging up that hole at the 35, 36-yard line for the Dragons. Kason Lee, Tate Obregon in there as well as Hubbard, number 6, in there as well. So to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 3. 3rd down and 3 here for Carlisle. Taking a long look over there at the sideline, getting the play for Coach Baker and the staff. Now Grigsby ready to go. Twin back set in the backfield. Going to bring Garza in motion. Handing off up the middle. Kason Lee right there to grab him first, taking him down. He'll get across the 40-yard line. He'll be awful close to that 1st down, and he may have got it. That's a Raymond Motor Company first down there for the Indians.
Yardage for the Indians. Out to the 41, 1st and 10.
So first down and 10 here for the Indians at the 41-yard line. Nice little run there by Mejia. Sorry, that was number 8 that was running that ball right there. That was Hernandez. Number 8. Grigsby, as Hernandez leads the backfield. Grigsby got a trip receiver set over to the near side. Oh, nice job in the back, but that's up in the air. Oh, man. Nice hit back there by by John Hignite. And getting rid of it there is Grigsby.
Applied by number 22, John Hignite for the Dragons.
So that's a nice job there onto the pressure, but it's an incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10 for the Indians.
The 41-yard line, 2nd down and 10 now for Carlisle. So a big stop right here for the Dragons would be good. Got to keep them getting that first down here. That's what you want to do. So back to the line brings Grigsby and the Indians. In the backfield, they're setting up the screen. Nice job setting up the screen, but a good job meeting them right there out of the catch for the Dragons. Can't tell who was there right there, but somebody stood him right up. That was Dallas Murray with a big stick, standing him up there, but a gain of about 6 up to the 46-yard line. Make that about 5. 3rd down and 5 here for the Indians.
Moves it to the 46. Going to bring up 3rd down 5 for the Indians.
So Grigsby going to bring him back to the line, and we'll have 2 receivers set over here as Roland and Garza will come here to the near side. It's like Mejia over there on that far side. And it is, as Grigsby brings him back to the line. Empty backfield, looking for a first down. 3rd down and 5. Mejia coming across. Dumping it off out here to him. Got some open room. He'll have enough for a first down as they get into Dragon territory at the 45. Nice tackle out there by the Dragons.
Pass is completed to number 14, Maya.
J.D. Sewell with the tackle. That's a nice pass play there from Grigsby. That's enough for a Raymond Motor Company first down into Dragon territory at the 45. So Raymond Motor Company first down. Grigsby brings him back up. That pass game working out for him a little bit right here. Going to see if they can keep with it. Into Dragon territory they go. Oh, there he is. I was looking at the wrong one. He's walking. All right, Grigsby back to it. Here we go. Almost lose the hand hit. Now throw it out here, and it's going to be over the head of his intended receiver. Incomplete pass.
For number 14 is going to be incomplete. Bring up 2nd down 10.
So 2nd and 10 now here for the Indians here in this first quarter. Trying to answer back here. Maybe take the lead if they can get that extra point to go along with it. Right now, 2nd and 10. Second down and 10 for the Indians. I'm going to change that here in just a second. Man in motion. Going to hand off here up the middle. Nice little run here. Hernandez. Go ahead. Hernandez with a nice little run right there. Takes it up the middle. And that'll make up a 3rd down and 5 right there about the 40-yard line. So 3rd down and 5 here for the Indians as the Dragons going to look to see if they can make a stop right here. There we go. Back out. All right, so Grigsby, kind of a busted play here. The Dragons trying to wrangle him up and not let him go. The ball's loose and it goes ahead. And he may have enough for a first down. That may be an illegal forward pass here. I don't know if he passed it or if it got popped out. Not really sure. But flag is down there on the play here. Not really sure. I mean, that was a great play there by Grigsby. He goes up there. He breaks a couple of tackles. And the ball came out after a hit, but I couldn't tell if he threw it forward. If he threw it forward, it would be a legal pass. But if it got hit and came out, and then it was picked up and landed in one of the Indians' hands, so it would actually be good if it was popped up. We'll see what it comes about it. Here we go. They're going to discuss it anyway. And right now, it's looking like it may be maybe an incomplete pass, maybe. But like I said, I don't know if he was throwing it forward or if the ball got hit and it just popped out. So we'll see what the awesome referees decide here after the discussion. And they're going to give it to them. So it's going to be enough for a first down after all of that. So a fumble forward by the Indians to the 32. I tell you what, if the Dragons can find some kind of way to give up a third down and make it a first down on defense, they've done it the last 3 or 4 weeks. But that wasn't their fault on that one. Dragons got to find a way to get a stop here. First down and 10 here for the Indians. As they're driving again here in this first quarter. So taking a long look. Got all kinds of time here on the play clock. Does Grigsby. He's going to bring him to the line. I'm going to have a new quarterback in there. It's going to be Garza. Garza's going to have it. Going to look to pass out here. Going to see if he can get a man downfield. And he's there. Oh, and he's got the pass. And it's caught. Defender could not keep up with him. And down to the 1 yard line. Down to the 1 yard line. It's a first down and goal on the 21 yard pass. First down and goal for the Indians after the 20 yard pass there from Garza. And Garza's going to take it. He's going to get the old tush push, take him right into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown for the Indians, and now tied up. Have a chance here to take the lead. So the extra point on the way. So here comes the extra point. Take the lead now for the Indians. Have a good chance here. That's Garza. He's been doing some good kicking here on kickoffs and everything. So see if we can get this one in. And it is up, and it is good, good, good. So the PAT is good. And that will make it a 14. We had a flag on the play that may come up here onto the kickoff. All right, folks, we'll be right back here as the Indians take the lead 14-13. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
The Friday Night Light.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. And Dallas Parker down there on the, well, I'll tell you what, he's done a great job last week. And this week he's really been interested in doing some of this stuff. So we appreciate Dallas down there on the sidelines getting some great shots. I know we get some people in his way sometimes, but I have to keep up with him and see where he's moving to. But we're doing really good here with that stuff, so we'll get ready to go. Carlisle coming back out here, ready for the kick now with the lead with about 25 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. And the Dragons, they went down and they scored both times they've had the ball. So has the Indians. A couple things have not went the Dragons' way on defense out there, and the Indians have taken advantage of it. They do. That's what you're supposed to do. So let's see if they can keep that up here. As the quick kick now going to back off. And Garza will try to get it over here to the near side. It's going to be a high kick, and it'll be taken there by Gavin McDonald. Good job there by Gavin. Goes sliding in at the 42. First down and 10 for the Dragons. So the Dragons now with the first down and 10 here. And Dallas on the move. First down and 10 for the Dragons at their own 41-yard line where they're going to be. So McDonald going to bring him back up. Ronnie Williams running really well here. He's had a couple good runs here tonight. See if he can keep that up now. Got a twin set over to the far side. And bring Hunter there close to the formation. Now bring him out. And going to find Williams here to the near side. Williams going to be taken down. Nice job there. He gets up to the 45. Nice tackle there by number 52 for Enriquez. But that's a good 6-yard run there for Ronnie Williams. As Ronnie takes it up to the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that one, so they'll call us 2nd and 5 here for the Dragons. Let's get that clock rolling. We're going to run out of clock time here before, McDonald will have enough time here maybe. And he will not. So that's going to give me a few seconds off the end of the clock there, folks. All right, so that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it will be Indians 14, Shelbyville 13. We'll be right back here for the second quarter. It's coming up here on NETSN. Let's have the ball. Second down and about 5 here for Gavin McDonald and the offense for the Dragons. Here we go. Going to hand off. Ronnie Williams trying to come here to the near side. Cuts it back up inside. A little bit. Get a couple there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe one up to the 47. That's going to bring up a third down and a solid 5 here for the Dragons.
Third down 5 for the Dragons.
Definitely a first down we need to pick up here for Shelbyville. Pitts will go out wide to the far side of the formation. Scarborough and Hunter here to the near side. Williams in the backfield. Gavin going to throw it out here. Tunnel screen to Scarborough. Scarborough trying to break some room. Breaks a couple tackles. Gets across the 50-yard line. Going to be awful close to that first down marker. It's right there.
Brought down by Chase Rowland.
Maybe the 49. Rolling on the stop right there for the Indians. Oh, they're going to keep that clock rolling. I thought they were going to stop it there. Sorry.
Marking him at the 49-yard
49-yard line. That's going to say it should be enough for a first down. They're saying first down here on this side. And Raymond Motor Company first down, and they're going to say yes. Now they'll stop that clock. The referee on this side says it's enough for a first down. Referee on the other side says maybe not. They had him marked down. He came to this side here. He was marked down closer to the 49-yard line than the 50, which is where they have the yardstick on his.
for the Dragons from the Indian 49.
So it will be a first down and 10 at the 49-yard line for the Dragons. Okay. I thought he was a little closer to that 49. I thought maybe a measurement, maybe, but it is enough for a first down. Raymond Motor Company first down for the Dragons. Here we go. I'm back at it. McDonald, twin receiver set here near side. Harvey into motion once again, left to the right side. Williams, great job in the backfield by the Indians. Great job getting back there. Number 21, that's Starling, and number 54, Brandon Garza, in on that stop. Makes it a second down and 12 for the Dragons as it takes it back to the 49-yard line on the Dragon side of the field. Coming up at halftime, had a great conversation with Coach Rupp and learn a little bit more about the Shelbyville Lady Dragon volleyball squad. And then we'll have some of the band performances coming up here at halftime, brought to us by Farmers State Bank. McDonald, quick screen out here to Pitts, in and out of his hands, tried to run before he had the ball. Incomplete pass.
Pass attempted for Jaden Pitts, going to be incomplete.
That'll make it third down and 12. He turned his head just a little bit too soon. I think he had the right idea, just turned his head just a little too soon. So that'll bring up a third down and long now for the Dragons. So McDonald going to bring him back to the line here. Harvey and Williams in the backfield. RW3 looking for a big run out of him right here. How about a... Oh, we're going to get a timeout here. Looks like the coach for the Dragons, Coach Wallace, is going to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout right along with him. I got a third down and long coming up for the Dragons. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
At Wyndham Family Dental, it's always about family. Their family welcomes you. Their family takes care of you. At Wyndham Family Dental, it comes down to this.
If you have something to smile about, smile.
Back here, ready to go here on NETSN. Hope everyone's having a great night. Thanks for joining us wherever you are out there. And the Dragons. Nope. Come to the line with a third down and long here. McDonald going to bring Williams out of the backfield. Now going to look to pass. Now pulls it down, finds some room. Got to go way downfield. Got a man down there. And it's going to be overthrown to the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 4th down and long as Aiden Shields out there for the reception, but it's incomplete pass. All right, so 4th down long here. Going to look like the Dragons are going to punt one away here. Back deep for the Indians. That will be Garza, number 4. As Dallas Murray be ready for the kick here for Shelbyville. Kick on the way. And a little bouncer out there to Garza. He's going to step away from it. It'll roll down inside the 10-yard line. Good job here by the Dragons. Just let it roll, and it'll roll down inside the 5 for Hunter Harvey. Finally puts a stop to it. Nice punt there by Dallas Murray. And that'll go all the way down to about the 4-yard line. So the Carlisle Indians with a long way to go, but to get it all the way down to the 4. And the Indians coming back out here with 9:50 to go onto the clock. They'll have it at their own 4-yard line. Great drives here by the Indians. That last drive was really good. Got them all the way down there for the score, and then they have the lead now, 14-13, and this first half. Indians will get the ball to start the second half as well. So here come the Indians to the line, ready to go. Garza back in at quarterback here for Carlisle. Garza gonna look to pass out there, got the screen going on. Gonna find him there at about the 10-yard line. Picking up a couple. A nice little pass out there. Sewell on the stop there for the Dragons. Catch was out there to number 7. Looks like Diaz, number 7 on that reception. Makes it a 2nd down and 5 as they get it out there, out to about the 9-yard line. So guards are going to stay back there in quarterback. Empty backfield. Twin receiver set to that far side. They go left to right. Guards are going to look to run right up the gut, trying to find some room. And a good job being gaps down there by the Dragons. Only let it get a couple, maybe up to the 11.
Number 4 on the carry, Garza.
Brings up a second, make that a 3rd down and about 2 for Garza and the Indians.
The 12-yard line. It's going to bring a 3rd and 2 for the Indians.
So the Indians going to come to the line here. 3rd down and 2. Garza staying in the backfield. With him, he's got a couple Indians back there. He's going to have Hernandez and McCamey. And a nice run right here. Have enough for a 1st down across the 15-yard line down to the 16. Murray going to make the stop there, but a pick up a 5 for 16-yard line. That's a Raymond Motor Company 1st down
1st and 10 Indians
for the Indians.
from their own 11.
Have the ball now at the 11-yard line on 1st down and 10 for Carlisle. Bringing them back out. Garza having success into the backfield here. That may be an offsides here. On to the Dragons, and that's a nice play there. Out of the hands of the intended receiver. It's going to be an offsides on the Dragons.
Attempted for Dakota Grisby.
Grigsby on to that attention right there for the reception, but over his head. We did have a flag out there, and it looks like it's going to be offsides onto the Dragons. Copeland on that defense over there.
5-yard penalty moves the ball
to the 21-yard line. That'll bring it over 1st down and 5 now for Shelbyville, or for the Indians. After the penalty at the 21-yard line. Back to the line come Carlisle Indians. Garza going to stay in there. Hernandez to his left side. Garza going to look to pass. Going to throw it down here. Mejia out there, and a nice job. He knocks the receiver, falls down. Mejia catches it. He's on his horse all the way down the side of Hunter Harvey. Going to run him down at about the 15-yard line. As intended, we do have a flag down here on the play, and that may be pass interference against Price Carlisle. We'll see what they say here. That's going to bring it back. Oh, we're going to get an offsides. Offsides is the call. I thought maybe there was a PI. All right, so offsides is the call, so they'll bring that one back. And the Dragons get lucky right there to bring that one back. And it'll be a first down and 5.
So the ball will go back to the 16.
Ball back to the 16 after the penalty, so they'll bring up a first down and 10 once again after the penalty. So, all right, so now we're right. Okay. So first and 10 now for the Indians after the offsides call here. Garza. Twin back set once again in the backfield. Got to hold himself, take it over to the left side, looking for some room, finds a hole. Breaks one tackle now, gets a first down there, and gets above the sticks, close to the 30-yard line for his pushed out of bounds at about the 29. Harvey pushes him out after a gain of 13. Raymond Motor Company first down for the Indians.
Spotted the ball at the 28-yard line, first 10 Indians.
So first down and 10 here for the Indians after a nice run there by Garza. Someone was diving in at his legs there, couldn't quite come up with the tackle, and we got a few more yards out of it. So good job there by Garza on the run, bringing the man in motion. Garza's going to hold himself, try to bring it here to the near side, but the Dragon's going to be right there this time. He still will get a couple across the 30-yard line down to the 32.
Garza on the carry. Tackle made by Dallas Murray.
So that'll bring up a second down and about 7 here for the Indians.
Three, second down, 7 for the Indians.
Ball sitting right there at about the 31-yard line. Garza, back in at quarterback, been doing a good job. Got a handoff to Hernandez. Hernandez is hitting the backfield. Chase Sims, first one there for the stop there for the Dragons. Make that number 56, Dakota Horn, number 56.
Dakota Horn with the stop for the Dragons.
Dakota Horn, number 56. Trace is number 52, isn't he? Trace is 53, I'm sorry. I should know that. Nice job there by Dakota with a good play. Dakota Horn, number 56, with a good play. Third down and long here for the Indians. Garza in the backfield on his own. Got to look to pass. Got a man going down the field here. And it's going to be tipped back up in the air to the back. Get a hold of it. And the ball did get loose, and Ronnie Williams got to pick it up. RW3. Is that a fumble? It looked like it was a fumble. And Ronnie Williams gets the fumble, so the first turnover of the ball game comes by way of the Indians. They turn it over deep in their own territory. Advantageous here for the Dragons. Got to take advantage of it, though. The ball will be right there at the 20-yard line after the fumble. So 6:35 to go here into the first half. Dragons come back to the line. And a good job there by Ronnie Williams getting a hold of that ball. So McDonald brings him up. Williams to his right side. Twin receiver set over to the far side. Harvey in motion. Williams going to find some room up the middle. Breaks in a couple of tackles. Ronnie still on his feet, fighting hard for yardage. In case of Lee, give him a little extra shove. He'll take it across the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down and goal at the 9. 16-yard run there by Ronnie Williams. Diaz right there onto the stop.
They're going to spot him about a yard short at the 9-yard line. Second down, 1.
Oh, so second and 1. Okay, I thought he got enough for that first down. So they're going to say he's at the 9. So it'll be a second down and 1 for the Dragons. Williams to the right side. Going to hand off. Williams taking it right up the middle. Breaks one tackle. He's inside the 5. Now another Williams into the end zone for the touchdown. Dragons. And the Dragons will take the lead back here on a nice run there by Ronnie Williams. Taking it up the gut there for a 9-yard touchdown run. So Ronnie Williams with a good run there for the Dragons. Taking a little bit of, almost a minute off the clock. And 20 yards and 3 plays for the touchdown for the Dragons. Maybe going for 2 here, see if they can get the 7-point advantage right here is Coach Wallace, and he'll bring Dallas Murray into the backfield here. Trip receiver set over to that far side for Shelbyville. Here's a snap. Murray going to hold it himself, trying to take it up to get Dallas, taking some people in there, take it in, and that 2-point conversion is good. The PAT good. And that will make it now a 21-14 ball game with 5:54 left to go in this first half. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff is on the way. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back for it here on a NETSN. I got to play this one. Here we go.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make. And at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
Alrighty, folks, back here, ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff for the Dragons. A nice little. There you go. I'll make sure I get that. Nice little job there by the Dragons. Ronnie Williams gets the fumble, and he also gets rewarded with the touchdown from 9 yards out. Now the Dragons lead at 21-14 with a 2-point conversion is good. So here comes the kick. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff onto the way here for the Dragons. Good kick. It's going to be back deep. Mahia, they're inside the 10. We'll grab it there at about the 7. Bring it back here to the Dragon side. And now runs into a couple of defenders there. He's going to take it out to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start. First down and 10 from the 25 for Carlisle. Flag out on the play.
Running back, the receiver, return man number 14. Maya is going to be down at the 25. Got multiple flags on the field.
So flag out there on the field here. See what that's about. I wanted to make sure. Thank you guys that are chatting with us there and letting us know. I want to make sure that, Ibarra is out. We found out he is having an injury there, so it is Grigsby that's in there. So thank y'all for that. I appreciate that. I want to make sure everything's good. We had so much going on here today with everything that was happening. I didn't really get the chance to go down and have a good conversation with Coach Baker like I usually get to talk to the opposing coaches sometimes, but I didn't get the chance to do that with everything that was going on. So we found that out here, and we thank all the great fans. And wherever you're watching and listening, we appreciate you. And let's see, we got Dallas down here on the field. My student camera guy down there checking it out, getting good views of the umpiring crew. They're talking about something down there. I did not see what it was, but they're talking about it. There'll be the ball at the 25-yard line. I think that's where the return was to there for the Indians. So we'll see where they're going to bring it out from there. And don't forget, when you're on 95.1, the Burning Bush. You can catch the game there. You're listening on the radio, 95.1 in center. They'll have that for you. So the penalty is going to be against the Indians, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to take it all the way back to the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. So definitely not the starting field position that the Indians wanted here. They were deep in their own territory here the last time they had the ball, and a turnover, and the Dragons had a short field and were able to turn it into points. So we'll see if Carlisle can get out of the end zone, the shadow of their own end zone. As Grigsby back in at quarterback now for the Indians. He's going to roll out to. That's going to be an offside. That looked like the left guard might have left just a little bit early.
And we have a false start call against the Indians.
I thought he left just a little bit early. So that'll back him up to about the 4-yard line. Makes it a first down and 14.
4-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 14 for the Indians.
So the Indians now with a first down and 14. Deep in their own territory. Grigsby going to hand out first man through, trying to find some room. Gets wrangled up there by that Dragon defense. Good job That looked like it was number 5 that they handed that off to, Preston Armstrong. And he might have got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain on that play.
Number 5 on the carry, Armstrong.
Second down and 14. Here's where the Dragon defense has really got to stand up. Whenever you have a team down like this, you have to really make a good stand and see if you can get that ball back. Try not to let them get that first down to get them out of their end of the field here. Try to keep them down so you can get good field position. This is a good field position opportunity here. And the Indians got to do everything they can to get out. They've done it a couple times here. Here's Grigsby going to throw it down, and he's got a man down there, and it's in and out of the hands as these receivers are getting way past the defenders here for the Dragons. Mejia out there in front, that was off his hands. If he got that one, he was gone. There was nobody going to catch him.
3rd and 14 for the Indians. Coleman in coverage for the Dragons.
So it's an incomplete pass, brings up a 3rd down and long. So after the incomplete pass there, I thought, whoa, that was laid right up in there. Grigsby with a nice pass there, just out of the extended hands there, Mejia, and just off his fingertips, out of play. Here's Grigsby, gonna try the other side this time, got a man down there, and it's, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver on the far side. And it'll be a 4th down.
Incomplete. Hunter Harvey and Carson Copeland in coverage. To bring up 4th and 14.
So 4th down and long here, and definitely Coach Baker's probably going to make sure he gets a punt, see if he can get his team out of this end zone here and see if he can push the Dragons back as far as he possibly can. Good kicker for the Indians. They've had a couple of them out there, and this is going to be number 52 once again. He had a good kick earlier. This is Chuy Enriquez, and he'll come in. He'll be the punter. Going back deep for the Dragons, going to be Hunter Harvey. He'll stand here about his own 40-yard line, so opportunity for good field position, as we said, for the Dragons, and see if Enriquez can get a good kick and back Hunter Harvey even farther than that 40-yard line. Here comes the kick. And it'll bounce there at about the 30 and take an Indian roll. And we'll go right up to about to the 40-yard line. They'll down it there at the 37.
Punt's going to be down by the Indians.
So at the 37-yard line, that's where the Dragons will take over.
8-yard line looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons from that point.
So Shelbyville will take back over in Indian territory at the 37-yard line. About 4:40 left on the clock here. I'm going to show you if I can sync it up a little bit for you folks. All right, 1st down and 10 here for the Dragons as they're going to come to the line here. Once again, good field position here for Shelbyville. McDonald going to hand off here to Williams. Williams, and a great job in the backfield. Number 21, that's a great right here. They made LD Starling. He's made a couple of great plays in here tonight for that Indian defense. And that's another one right there. Starling makes him lose about 3 yards, makes it a 2nd down and 13 to the 39-yard line.
2nd down, 13 for the Dragons.
I'll make that the 41-yard line. So loss of a couple. And the Dragons will be a 2nd down and long. And the Dragons, what they need to do here is score because Price Carlisle will get the ball to start the second half. So the Dragons need to see if they can get as many points, but Price Carlisle wants to see if they can make a stop, see if they can tie this thing up and get the ball back at the end of to start the second half. So here we go, McDonald pressured. Finally breaks away from that. Now goes over to the right side. He's going to be tackled there at the 45-yard line for a sack by the Indian defense. Good job there by the Indians as they track McDonald down there into the backfield at the 45, making a 3rd down and it's 17 for the Dragons.
3rd down for the Dragons. 3rd and 18 for the Dragons.
So 3rd down and 18 here for the Dragons. That clock will roll down. We're about 3.5 to go here for the first half. Coming up, Farmer State Bank halftime. We got a great conversation there with Coach Rupp and talk to her about the Lady Dragon volleyball team. And we'll have some performances by the band, all brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Yes, the Price Carlisle band and the Shelbyville band, both of them. Here we go. 3rd down and long for the Dragons. Gavin McDonald will look to load up and throw down the middle of the field. Got a man in the middle, and it's almost intercepted as they try to get it to Scarborough, but it's an incomplete pass. 4th down and long for the Dragons now. They started off at the 38-yard line there of Price Carlisle, but sack and a couple of negative plays here have now made it a 4th down and long for Shelbyville. And they're going to bring Donnie Murray in here. Maybe a punt situation coming. Going to give the ball back here to Carlisle. Good job here by the Indians. Make a stop, force a punt. Garza will go back deep. He'll be standing about his 15-yard line. And Murray. Get extra players off the field here to me for the Dragons. All right, so Murray ready for the kick. It is on the way. And it is out of bounds there, right around the 20-yard line. So Carlisle will take back over here at about their own 20-yard line. They'll have 3 minutes to play here in the first half. And like I said, they'll get the ball to start the second half too. So if they could go down here and score and get the ball, with no time left to keep the Dragons from scoring, then that means that they'll come back out here and have a chance to go 2 for 1, take that lead. All right, so here we go now. And Dragon defense played good last time they were out here, so let's see if they can keep that up here. Dragon's going to see if they can get themselves another stop. And the Indians, even though they had their back up against that goal line a couple times there the last couple times out, they've been able to get out of it a little bit and keep the Dragons to only 1 touchdown there on the last couple. Eli Matthews checking in the front line here for the Dragons. Dragons showing a little bit. Garza going to get a penalty flag.
False start to call against the Indians.
False start against.
5-yard penalty. We back it up to the 23, first and 15.
So the penalty takes it back to the 23-yard line. They started there at the 28. So here we go. As Grigsby, is that Garza still out there? It is Garza still out there. He's done a good job. And Hernandez, number 8, behind him there running the ball. And that offensive line's been doing a good job. They've been finding some room there and making some holes. And the running game's working pretty good and the passing game. So the Indians ready to go here. Garza going to hold himself, taking it over to the left side. Turns the corner, got some room now. Down the side, I got a block down the field. And finally cutting it back inside. He's going to be into Dragon territory at the 40-yard line. He got a great block downfield at about the 50-yard line. I don't know who that was, but they had to let him get another 15 or 20 yards out of it on a great run there by Garza. And Sewell there on the stop finally knocks him down at the 39, maybe the 40-yard line of Shelbyville. So Raymond Motor Company, first down for the Indians. Big play there by Garza. Nice run. Garza stays in there at quarterback, bring the man in motion. Going to hold himself, try to find some room in the middle, and does. Takes it back over to the left side, still finds some room. Eli Matthews on his tail, but it can't quite catch up to him there. He's taken down by Yarborough at about the 25-yard line, and another 15-yard run there for Garza to the 25. That's another Raymond Motor Company first down. All the way down to the Dragon 26. The Indians are driving once again. As Garza and Hernandez in the backfield here for the Indians. And we're going to get a stop here as we're going to get a timeout on the field. All right, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Now, whether you stop by and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're definitely going to find something on the menu you like. Now, your table's waiting right here next to this wonderful family, or find yourself a seat in the sports room. It's Plates of Grace Country Kitchen, just outside of Center on your way to Shelbyville. Stop in and say hi, have yourself a great meal.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. First down and 10 for the Indians. Ball sitting at the Shelbyville 20. Look at the 26-yard line. Yeah. Play clock shows right around 2 minutes, so I'm going to let mine roll down here, and we'll let it go. First down and 10 here for the Indians at the Shelbyville 26-yard line. Garza in at quarterback. Going to hand off Hernandez. Hernandez gets hit in the backfield. Did a good job here by Tate Obregon. Going to catch him and hang on to him as he'll have it there at about the 27-yard line. They'll lose a couple back to the 27, make it a 2nd down and 12. Second down and 12 here for the Indians. Hernandez. Sorry. Garza takes it over to the left side and trying to follow some blockers, but the Dragons stack him up there right around the 25, maybe the 24-yard line for a gain of a few there, did Garza.
Garza on the carry around the left side, stopped by several Dragons.
The Dragons.
And I believe we have a flag.
Flag on the play. See what that flag's about. It's going to be a holding call against the Indians. It's definitely not what they needed right here on a good little drive that they were putting together. Backing them up. And that'll take them all the way back to the 34-yard line. Okay, so after the penalty there.
Ball back at the Dragon 34, 2nd down.
All right, so here's Garza going to look to throw down the field once again. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Attempted for number 7, Diaz is incomplete.
Diaz can't keep up with that one, so it's an incomplete pass.
Coverage for the Dragons.
It's a 3rd down and about 20 here for the Indians. Shelbyville defense needs to make a stop right here. See if they can get the ball back with a little bit of time out there. Got Carter, the hype man, out there trying to get them all hyped up for this defensive stop right here. And the Indians looking to get themselves a big 1st down. 3rd down and 20 now for Carlisle. Garza empty in the backfield. Going to throw it out to the far side. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Sorry, that was Grigsby back there. And it's an incomplete pass.
Pass attempt's going to be incomplete.
And that'll bring up a 4th down and 20. See what Coach Baker decides to do. He's got the ball there at the Shelbyville 20, right at the 34-yard line. Looks like he's going to leave his offense out there.
Pressure on the quarterback.
Grigsby playing quarterback here. Him and Garza have done a great job here for Coach Baker tonight. So 4th down and 20 as Grigsby brings him to the line. Going to go for it. Here comes the pressure. Going to send it right up the middle. Got his man. Oh, and it's an incomplete pass. Had a man there in the middle, but it's an incomplete pass. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dragons will take over. So at the 34-yard line of Shelbyville, the Dragons will take over 1st down and 10. First down and 10 here for the Dragons after a turnover on downs. At the 34-yard line. McDonald going to bring them up. And we're going to get an offsides.
And we got a flag on the play against the Dragons. False start. 5-yard penalty. We'll put it back to the 29. 1st and 15 Dragons.
I never understand how a wide receiver can be offsides. You're looking at the ball. Back to the 30. Make that to the 29-yard line after the penalty. 1st down and 15 for the Dragons. Harvey in motion. High snap. Good job. Going to sit it out on the tunnel screen. Finding Scarborough. Scarborough breaking 1 tackle. Still on his feet. Down the field here. Fighting tacklers. Gets enough for a 1st down across the 45-yard line. 1st down Dragons. Brian Scarborough with a 1st down there for the Dragons. Nice job there by Scarborough. Raymond Motor Company 1st down all the way down to the, where are they going to mark him there? At the 46-yard line. So we got a 46-yard line, all right, for the pass play for 1st down for the Dragons. All right, we got a timeout here on the field, but we're going to leave it right here and kind of talk a little bit about what we got going on. I know that we got a lot of games going on here in NETSN, so please get our app. You can find out all kinds of good stuff here and keep you updated with all the good things. It's absolutely free, Apple or Android. Get our app. So Oh, yes. Make sure you get our app, and then you can get on the Pick'ems, the forums, and all that kind of good stuff right there. And coming up, let's see, we don't have a volleyball game scheduled for Tuesday, but next week, most of the teams in the Piney Woods are off, except for the Timpson Bears. So we're going to be in Timpson, who had a big win over Wolf City and Tyler Grace last night. That's a great win there by the Timpson Bears. Good job by the Bears. We'll have the Bears and the Hooks Hornets next Friday right here on NETSN. We'll be at the Bears Den the next Friday night, ready to go with that one. All right? So here we go. Shelbyville trying to put some more points on the board here before the end of the quarter, as Carlisle will get the ball to start the second half. McDonald rolling out. Got some pressure here. Gets some good block here. Now going to throw it down the field. Got his man. And that's Harvey just inside. He looks like he got it. And the reception is good. He did. He might have got 1 foot in there. That was a great catch there by Hunter Harvey. What a play by Gavin McDonald and Hunter Harvey. All the way down to the 20-yard line. Wow, Raymond Motor Company first down. Has a great play there by Hunter Harvey, keeping that 1 foot in bounds as the momentum was carrying him out. Williams in the backfield here to the right side of McDonald. Here we go, first down and 10 for the Dragons. Harvey, once again, in motion. Gavin McDonald going to look to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, breaks one tackle. Still breaking tackles, gets up close, and he'll bring it across that 20-yard line there, down to about to the 18. So second down and 9 here for the Dragons. Going to go quick. McDonald going to roll out to his right side, looking for somebody. Got an all-man down in the corner of the end zone, and he got him. Touchdown, Dragons. Did he catch it? Oh, Hunter Harvey had it go through his hands. I guess it's incomplete. I thought he had it. Oh, man, I tell you. Oh, that's unfortunate. It looked like it was right there in his hands. Third down and 8 now from the 18 for the Dragons. We're definitely going to have to kill that air conditioner at halftime, Joe. It's getting cold in here. All right, so third down with about 15 seconds left here in this quarter. The Dragons, see if they can put some points on the board here. Definitely in field goal range. McDonald pulls it down. Got some room here on the left side. Going to pull it in and inside the 10-yard line. They'll get out of bounds. That'll be enough for a first down still. Down to the 9. Not going to be enough for a first down. First and goal. First and goal from the Dragons at about the 9-yard line. So with 8 seconds, got enough really to run a couple plays maybe if you could get a quick pass play. That might be the way to go here. See if we can get 2 plays. We got to get it in the end zone here, or call a timeout after 1 play and see if you can get a field goal before the end of the half. McDonald going to roll out. Throw it down here in the corner. And it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Pass attempted for Scarborough's going to be incomplete.
So incomplete there for Scarborough. Second down and goal. They're going to go for the field goal here. See what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to try Reyes with the field goal from about 27 yards out for the field goal. Here it comes. Kick is up, and it is good. So the field goal is good. And that'll run out the half, and that'll make it a 24-14 ball game here at halftime as the Dragons add a field goal here right before the half to make it a 24-14 ball game. And the Dragons with a 10-point lead here going in at halftime. It is our Farmers State Bank. Halftime is coming up, and we got all kinds of good stuff for you folks. We got a great interview with Coach Rupp, and we're going to talk to her about the Shelbyville Lady Dragon Volleyball Squad, and we'll also have some performances by the Carlisle Band and the Shelbyville band. As we'll have that coming up here, and we'll replace some batteries and take a little bit of a break ourselves once they get the clock rolling, which it is rolling now. We'll get ready to go. It is our Farmers State Bank halftime, folks. Stay with us. All kinds of good stuff on the way. We'll be right back.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center has the agents to take care of all your insurance needs. They remind you to update your policy after a life change, never put off the death policy conversation, and always have home insurance or renter's insurance. Whatever your insurance needs or questions are, or even if you need to make a payment, Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All righty, there we go. How is everybody? Well, welcome here. And I know it says Coach Wallace, but we're going to start with Coach Rupp. How's it going, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Awesome and blessed.
Good.
How's everything going?
It's going good.
Going good so far?
Yeah.
Got everything ready to go for the ladies. I know that we got some big things coming up, getting ready to go into district. So thanks for being here. I thought maybe we could talk to you a little bit about how things are going. I know we had homecoming, so we didn't do anything on Friday. And congratulations to our volleyball player, Miss Bailey Bohannon, as she was named the homecoming queen. So how the ladies going so far? Where are we sitting here record-wise as we get ready to go?
Oh, yeah, record is rough. I think we're 4-12.
Oh.
But we went through a little downhill with Jaylee, our setter, getting hurt. So that was about a 2-week span of trying to figure out who could set.
Right.
We struggled a little hitting the ball because we couldn't really get a setup. We changed the rotation a couple times. And so this past Tuesday we played Big Sandy, and we finally got everybody back. Jaylee's back. We did a new rotation. That was our first time kind of trying it out, and it worked really well. So hopefully tomorrow we go in, doing the same rotation,
right.
and just basically focusing on starting with a good pass and kind of going from there. But
right. Well, and getting to see you guys only once so far here as far as the broadcast, but, seeing how things are going. But you got some young players out there, too. I know that Stutz, and then you had Nada was also another young lady out there that could really do some good things for you guys. So how are these young ladies progressing so far?
Yeah, the bar set high. So they come in and, we're moving them around a little bit and trying to see who fits where. And that's been the hard part is figuring out, especially with the new bunches, where goes where. It's like a puzzle piece.
Right.
But like I said, they're ready to go whenever I put them in or call them in, and that's the thing right now. I told them to stay ready because right now there's a couple girls that really aren't getting – so I have a couple girls playing all the way around. So,
right.
But they're always ready to go, and so that's the main thing I ask.
Right. Well, too, and talking about some of the other young ladies, Bailey Bohannon, of course, and you got Corey Lawson, Defensive Player of the Year last year. She's just showing that she can still play like that, too, this year, too. And I just really enjoy watching play any sport when it comes to Corey.
Yeah, she's a great athlete. She gets to kind of let loose a little bit in volleyball, and sort of she's playing all the way around for us, and she hasn't gotten the chance to do that the last 2 years. So she's a heck of an athlete. So I think the biggest thing is just letting her play and going out there and have fun. Don't chew on them too much. But that's when they play the best is loose. So I try and remember that when I want to go crazy. But they're competing well. So
right. Well, how much is Corey being that player there? That is kind of all over the place. But is she kind of like that voice that you're kind of looking for that could be out there for you on the court? One of those voices, I should say.
She's not. I don't really hear her voice.
Really.
But her attitude and demeanor. She's a competitor.
Right.
Hates to lose.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I say. If we can kind of feed off her demeanor and her competitiveness and her just wanting to kill the ball, that's what I told her. I said, you kind of set up our offense. So I need you to go out there and get kills when you can. Katie Harley's been setting up huge with her voice. She's been our voice this year. And with Kylie Snell out last year, graduating, that's what we struggle. We struggle with someone stepping up and, voicing what we need to hear. And Katie Harley's done a great job with that. So.
Well, Katie, she's had great people in front of her with Kylie and also Taylor Jones. We got to see her the other night, too. And Katie, happy birthday, Kaylee, if you're watching. Her birthday, 19 yesterday, too. I hope they're having good there in Texas A&M. But I like Katie Harley. She's out there. She's always got a smile on her face. And her and Sydney McDonald both together there. They just seem to be a good group of girls right there for you, too.
Right. Yes, they hustle. They work hard. They compete. And that's all I ask.
Right.
Come out there and compete no matter what it is,
Right.
So there's been some up and downs, but they keep competing, and I told them I won't give up on you. You can't give up on yourself. So
right there you go. Well, and also I know you were looking for a little bit of help this year, so you're getting some help there as far as the sideline and some assistant coach help a little bit.
Coach Clark's doing the best she can.
Okay, right.
She's of
she's got
course
a lot
she's
on her
8
plate
months
too.
pregnant, but yeah, she's doing junior high as well. But she's always, if I need to hear anything or if she needs to get on me, she's not afraid to. So that was the joy of coaching with your sister. But she's stepped up and done a great job.
There you go. Too, and then let's talk about the JV squad. And they seem to be doing really pretty well too. You got some young girls there that are really putting in some good work. They're going to be very beneficial coming into the next couple seasons. So that JV squad seems to be really working out well.
Yeah, there's only not 10 of them, so they're getting a lot of playing time, and that's the thing is just kind of developing them, and they're the next ones up. So we just gotta make sure we're focusing on them and getting them playing time and developing them as best as we can. But yeah, there's a good group right there that'll hopefully step up and fill these shoes whenever these kids graduate.
Well, too, hopefully some of these others, because you're going to have to fill some shoes on the softball field coming up, too. I know it's way down the line, but that's going to have to come up, too, for you, Andy, Coach. All right, well, talking about the volleyball season, because we're really rolling through here, but we did have homecoming, and we start districts tomorrow evening, and that's where everything really – and what you're saying, you get everybody back, and everybody's come back, and we finally get all that good rotation. You finally starting – but you got a tough St. Augustine squad coming in here with Coach Barnes, too. I got to see them earlier, and they played center really tough over there. But, they're a good squad. This is going to be a good matchup for you guys to start the district.
Yep, it is. I think whoever's going to compete and not give up, they're scrappy, they'll hustle, they're good athletes. So we just got to go one game at a time and focus on one point.
Right, and so coming up throughout the next few weeks here, we're going to go mostly through the month of October, and I get a lot of matches going in there. And then once we get towards the end of October, we'll start into some playoff times. That really kind of where it comes around, right in there, somewhere in there.
End of October.
And then, and hopefully, two folks, right about there is we have the football and the volleyball all at the same time. But last year we were able to cover some volleyball playoffs, so hopefully we'll be able to get to do that again this year, right?
Yes, we appreciate it all.
Not a problem. And two, I'm looking forward to going back down there to Shelbyville because I have now figured out how to get the good internet.
Oh, good.
It makes everybody jealous. And we're going to get like some extra camera work and stuff. So I've been really working on that. So I've been really looking like that too. So, and two, what I like about this is I was, anywhere I go out and about, I kind of walk straight forward or whatever. And I see the kids all over the place, and Mr. Larry, and I just want to tell you how cool that is, kids, how much I appreciate that because, it's pretty cool that, you guys just to say, hey, Mr. Larry, how you doing? Because it's pretty cool. So to all the kids out there, really appreciate you, all the hard work that you put in, and we're going to be there for you guys as much as we possibly can. But, Coach, there's so many other girls there, too. You got coming up here, and, the way the things are coming around. So with the district that's coming up, and you're really optimistic about things, but, can you get your record where you want it to be and be ready for that when you get down there? I mean, you got the girls that can do it, I believe.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we just focus one game at a time, and the wins will come.
Right.
I think all we're worried about right now is St. Augustine and how can we get past them. And then Groveton's next, then we'll focus on them later. But I think what's is focus on it's whatever has happened, it's in the past. There's been people that had step up when there was time to step up when Jaylee was out. But then again, I think we had some kids that grow a lot.
Right.
And but now I think if we just focus what's ahead of us and wins and losses, they'll just take care of itself. So hopefully there's more wins than losses.
I think there will be. They got a great attitude out there, Coach, and I love to watch them. We get out there when they're practicing, as they practice well for you, and you're an intense coach, and they go to that too. So I really enjoy that. So, but I don't know, Coach, we really appreciate you being here, and give us a little bit of report on the gals, because we want to make sure that we get all the information we can about that out there. And I know we were talking about we were trying to get some information about cross country from Coach Obregon and Coach Cloudy, but I got a little bit of stuff.
I'll say, I'll have to get a report on it if I need to. But, yeah, we appreciate all the coverage.
Not a problem at all. I love doing it, and I really appreciate y'all letting me come out there and bug y'all and y'all taking your time to come down here. And I know you guys have a busy schedule, so I really do appreciate it. But get you some food. Coach already had him a chicken sandwich, and he knows how good it is. Yeah, he killed it over there, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we'll talk about some other sports and things like that. But, Coach Rupp, thank you so much. And you and the gals, let's keep it going, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for some more here on NETSN.
Awesome. Thank you, Larry.
All right, here we go.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your cardio when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
We would also like to recognize this week's band members of the week, Maria Villanueva and Diego Mendez. The Indian Band will perform at the NAMBY UIL pre-UIL contest on Saturday, October 11th, and the Region 21 UIL marching contest on Saturday, October 18th. We would also like to wish the best of luck to the Shelbyville Band as they perform at contests as well. The Carlisle Band is under the direction of Chris Clifton. Assistant directors are Gabrielle Guidry and Isaac Ferguson. Superintendent of Carlisle ISD is Mr. Josh Johnson. High school principal Norman Carter. Junior high principal Paul Richards. We would like to thank you for your support and attention to tonight's halftime performance. Shelbyville ISD is proud to present our portion of tonight's entertainment, featuring the Shelbyville Strutters, the SHS Twirlers, and the Shelbyville Dragon Marching Band. We'll begin our performance tonight with the Shelbyville Strutters and SHS Twirlers. The Shelbyville Strutters are Senior Captain Matty Lau, Junior First Lieutenant Riley Scholler, Sophomore Second Lieutenant Haven Allen, Senior Cheyenne Berlin, Junior Shaquilla Cartwright, Sophomore Hallie Adams, Sophomore Kaylee Harvey, Sophomore Reese Whiteside, and freshman Peyton Asher. Sponsors for the Strutters are Holly Wilburn and Taylor Bragg. Dancer of the week is Katie Harvey. Joining them on the field are the SHS Twirlers. They are sophomore Sierra Colbert, sophomore Abigail Denby, sophomore Kalasia Garrett, sophomore Cassidy Greer, sophomore Iriana Herrera, junior Briley Cade, freshman Izzy Page, sophomore Bailey Robbins, junior River Wilkinson, and our head high school twirler is junior Trinity Sims. Watch now as both groups perform to the land of 1,000 dances. In the famed East Texas style of precision military marching, Shelbyville ISD proudly presents the award-winning Shelbyville Dragon Band. Down the field. Led on the field by senior drum major Travis Caparella.
All righty, folks, there you go. Shelbyville Dragon Marching Band. And all our halftime brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank. We'll be right back. Second half coming up.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down-home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down-home stuff to down-home storage. That's what I did.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
All right, folks, we're right back. What's that? Oh, that's good. Probably good that you didn't hear it, Coach. All right, so here we go as we're getting ready for the second half. And thanks to our good folks there at Farmers State Bank to bring us our halftime festivities here as we got the Dragons coming out here onto the field. And Joe's going to catch the Indians coming in over here in just a moment as they'll be over on that far side getting ready to come in here. As our halftime analysis brought to us by the good folks at Camp Huwani. Camp Huwani is a great place to go camping. You can have 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks. I think they have some other things too, with great groups and all kinds of wonderful people there. And it's a great thing. It's Camp Huwani. It's right between Center and the Timpson area, from what I understand. Great area there. So our halftime analysis brought to them. And what we do is our first drive here for the Dragons. The drives had 6 drives for the Dragons, and they ended up with 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and 2 punts for the Dragons. And for the Carlisle Indians, they had 5 drives, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 1 turnover on downs, and 1 punt was the night for the Carlisle Indians here in that first half and first half analysis. And both teams look really good. And yes, the Carlisle Indians are on their third-string quarterback, from what I'm understanding, and they're doing a great job. Garza and Grigsby have both been coming in there doing a really good job for the Carlisle Indians. They're running the ball really well. They're making some good passes. And I tell you what, the receivers are getting beyond the defenders of the Dragons here. So the Dragons have to tighten up on the secondary there to not let those receivers get by them. Those receivers have been going by them, and they've been falling down there on their backsides. They got to make sure they stay up and stay with those receivers and not get beat on those long passes. For the Dragons, just keep it up. You've been doing really good on defense. You got to make some more stops and keep the Indians at bay here and keep putting the pressure on those quarterbacks. But they're doing real good there in the run. You got to make sure you stay gap sound as well. That's your halftime analysis from Camp Huwani. All right. I can't wait. I wonder if I could go. I'm going to see if I could get me a place there at Camp Huwani. All right, here we go. Third quarter underway. And it's going to be a short kick taken there at about Mejia. Going to be taking it there at about the 15. And staying on his feet. Well, he got grabbed there by the back of the jersey. Stayed on his feet quite a while and made his way out of town. And we got a flag down there on the play. So we'll see where that's at. They're going to put to the
Sean Parker on the stop for the Dragons.
Here, let's put that on the bottom here. All right, so the Dragons. So Dragons on defense. First down and 10 here. Right now the ball spotted at about the 41-yard line, but the umpires are having a chat here. The referees are, and we're going to see if there was a penalty flag that was who was against here. And it looks like the way the Dragons are acting, it may be against the Dragons. And it is. They're going to, the ball's at the 35-yard line. That's where they're going to put. All right, so the Indians have it at the 35-yard line. That's where it's going to be. Okay, 35-yard line for Carlisle. Here we go. Grigsby going to start in there at the quarterback position for the Indians. Grigsby going to throw it outside. Quick, got his man out there. And that's Garza. Garza making a move. He's back into the middle of the field, outrunning everybody. He's still at the 30, the 20. Finally come back inside, and Hunter Harvey going to hang on to him and drag him down inside the 15. Another big play here by the Indians. Get back behind the defense there. And a good run by Garza after the completed pass. Taking it all the way down to the What are they going to mark him at? The 16, 17-yard line? No, a little bit farther, down to the 12. Down to the 12. What a big pass play and a big gain there for Garza off the pass from Grigsby for the Indians. Big start here. So back to the line. Grigsby going to hand off. Going to hand off to Garza. Garza trying to fight his way through the middle there, but the Dragons plugging holes. Eli Matthews, Kason Lee, Dallas Murray. Hubbard in there as well. So it's a 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard run there to the 11 for the Indians. So Garza's going to come back in, and he's going to be in. Nope, he's going to come over here, and he'll be on the right side as a receiver this time. Grigsby going to stay in at quarterback here for Coach Baker and the Indians. Empty backfield. Twin set here to the near side. Grigsby pulls it down, going to look to run. Now the Dragons going to catch up to him here at about to the line of scrimmage. He's still fighting out there. Got to bring him down. And Dragons end up, all 11 Dragons touch him, and they finally get him down there at the line of scrimmage. Hubbard, the first one to finally get him all the way down. 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons.
11-yard line. 3rd down 9 for the Indians.
3rd down and 9 for Carlisle. Moving it in. Trying to get inside that 10-yard line there. But got to get it all the way down to about the 3. Inside the 3 will get him a 1st down and goal there inside the 3. So the Indians come to the line. Grigsby brings him up. Hernandez out of the backfield. Grigsby rolling out here to the near side. Pulls it down. Going to get inside the 10. Going to be taken down and knocked out of bounds there at about the 2-yard line. But it should be enough for a 1st down here for the Indians. As he gets knocked out of bounds there, it'll be a 1st down. Maybe. Oh, he's going to be Obregon knocked him out. It's still going to be a 4th down and 1. Down to the 4, so we got to get to the 3 there. So it's a 4th down and 1 here for the Indians. So Grigsby going to bring Garza in the backfield. Diaz and Hernandez back there with him. Handing off. Garza going to try to take it straight ahead. He'll take it in for the score, and Garza will go in and score for the Indians. And touchdown, Carlisle, as they take it in for 4 yards out. Garza takes it in on the 4-yard touchdown run. And the Indians take their opening drive down the field and score. Here comes the extra point attempt. And it is up, and it is good. So the extra point is good. So we're going to take a break here, folks, as the extra point is good. Now it'll make it now a 21-21 ball game. I got the score wrong, folks. I'll get it fixed, and we'll get it right here coming up here on a NETSN. All righty, folks, we're back here, and let's get this right here. We go there, and that. Okay, go 1, 2. There we go. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, ready to go. 24-21 is the score. Shelbyville with the lead after a nice drive there, 65 yards, 6 plays, 65 yards. And a little over 2 minutes off the clock here for the Indians as we're ready to go for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And it's going to be a high kick, and it is on. It looks like it's going to be Carlisle football, too, the way they come in there. But that was a fair catch signal there for the Dragons, but See the flag coming in there. That may be against the Indians. All right, flag on play. Dragons will get it to start here, and a nice little drive there by the Indians to make it a 24-21 ball game here as we get into this third quarter. Shelbyville, first chance with the ball here. Got to answer right back. As the Dragons will come to the line. Ball sitting at the 42-yard line. Oh, it's going to be a call against the Indians, so they're going to move it up. That'll take it into Indian territory, actually.
And 10-yard penalty marked off against
So 10 yards against the Indians will take it down to the 47-yard line for the Dragons into Indian territory. Williams in the backfield here with McDonald. Williams going to take it over to the right side now, cuts it back into the left side. He's out to 30. He's at the 25 to 20. Going to take it down. He's going to be finally knocking out of bounds there. Good job there by number 7 for. That's Diaz. Brings him down as Ronnie Williams takes all the way down, but we got a penalty flag out there at about the 37-yard line. That's about the area of what you might find a holding call. So we'll see what that's at is. They're going to mark it off there. That'll be a spot foul there. There's a spot there at about the 37-yard line. That'll still make it a first down and probably see what they put it there. I'll take it all the way back. So it'll be a first down and 10. So all the way back to the first down.
Dragons puts it back at the line of scrimmage, first and 10.
So first down and 10 here for the Dragons after the penalty and the hold. A big run there by Williams called back. So Ronnie going to go out of the backfield here. Gavin's going to throw it out here. Going to find Pitts. Pitts going to lose the ball, knock that away, and it gets into the hands here of the Indians. So it's a turnover. And it's a fumble here by the Dragons, and number 51 catches it coming out of the air. Juan Luna catches it out of the air, and it's a fumble. And the Dragons with their first turnover of the night will give it back to Carlisle. Now the Indians now with a chance here in Dragon territory. They'll have it at the 46-yard line of Shelbyville. So unfortunate turnover there for the Dragons. They definitely did not need that at this point right here in this third quarter. Still a long way to go. But got to get the defense back out there rolling. And the Indians, see if they can go right back down the field here like they did on that first drive. 65 yards, 5 or 6 plays, and did it in a couple of minutes. So here they come back to the line. Grigsby bringing them up. Garza in the backfield. Sending man in motion as Mejia. Here's Grigsby going to hold it himself, trying to take it over to that far side. He's going to be wrangled up and taken down. Nice job there on the tackle for the Dragons. That's number 12, Sergio Reyes. So that's a loss of a couple there, all the way back to the 50-yard line. That'll make it a second down and about 14 for the Indians. I don't see my man Carter down there hyping him up. Is he going to keep him up down there? Carter, the hype man, down on the sideline somewhere down there. Dallas with some good shots for us there for sideline. Here we go. Grigsby got a man coming up here in the middle, and it's going to be intercept. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to intercept that one there. It was a good try there by Hunter Harvey. But it's an incomplete pass. Third down and 14 now for the Indians. Joaquin Corrigan Camden tied up at 14 at halftime. That's a good one over there in Corrigan Camden. All right, so 24-21 here. And Dragons on defense. Third down and 14 here for the Indians. Grigsby clears the end out the backfield. And this time Hunter Harvey does make the interception. So Harvey catches it at the 25. Had a couple receivers down there. Harvey back there by himself, covering both of them. And Hunter Harvey picks it off. And it's an interception here for the Dragons. So it's a turnover. Second turnover of the night here by the Indians. Grigsby had a good pass on it out there, but Harvey playing good center field, picks it off in the interception. Gives it back to the Dragons. They'll have it a first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. I got 8:20 on my clock, but it's 8:30 on the play clock, folks, so that's where we are with that. Gives you the coaches there and seeing Gavin getting ready for the play. Dragons first down and 10 after the interception. Up by 3 here into this third quarter. Going to hand off to Williams. Williams bringing it here to the near side. Ronnie still on his feet. Cuts back into the middle of the field, being wrangled up there about the 40. Finally going to be taken down. The 40-yard line, Raymond Motor Company first down. Good tackle there by number 6, Rhett Haney. So all the way up to the 40-yard line, 15-yard run there. First down, Raymond Motor Company, first down for the Dragons. So Williams back in the backfield once again here with Gavin McDonald. Here we go. First down and 10, Raymond Motor Company first down after that big 15-yard run there by Williams. Going to give it to him once again, going to try to find some room. And oh, what a good job here by the Indians defense. They get him in the backfield. And hanging on to him there with one leg was Garza, and waited for the rest of the defense to get there. And that's a loss of a couple back to the 38, making it a second down and 12. We have some really cool stuff to help work with this clock and everything, but we haven't got it all put together yet, folks. Well, hopefully next week. There we go. Second down and 12 for the Dragons. McDonald ready for the snap. Going to look to pass this time. Got some room back there. Got his man out there. And that is Scarborough. He'll have enough. Scarborough. And momentum should have him up there past the 40-yard line. It's still going to be third down and long at the 42-yard line. Only a gain of 4. So a third down and long here for the Dragons. Ball sitting at the 42-yard line. Dragons need to get this first down right here. Now we're going to get a penalty flag. And that one may be against the Dragons, and if it is, it's a penalty. Back to the 37-yard line, making it a first down. Make that a third down and about 12, maybe 13 now for the Dragons. So third and long. At the 37 now for Shelbyville. So McDonald and Williams coming back to the line here, ready to go. Third down and long. Got to pick this third down up. Keep this drive alive for the Dragons. McDonald got all kinds of room here. Going to throw out here. Got his man Harvey. And it's a great catch by Hunter Harvey. And it's caught. Still not going to be enough for a first down right there at about the 48-yard line. Gain of 11. So it's going to be a fourth down and about 2 here for the Dragons. That does make it manageable, so it's something that Coach Wallace probably would be comfortable with going with. So we're going to see what he decides to do here as they're leaving offense out the field, leaving his offense out on the field here. Close to midfield, got to get that midfield stripe for the first down. So here come the Dragons, bringing them up, fourth down and short. The Indians going to look to make a stop. They're bringing some pressure, loading up the box. Going to hand off to Williams. Ronnie going to try to find some room, and he's going to be taken down. He's not going to get there. He's going to be at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Back to the line of scrimmage there. Good stop there by number 61 for Hernandez. Brandon Hernandez makes a stop there in the backfield. So it's a turnover on downs, and the Dragons give it back to Carlisle. 6:25 on the clock. They'll have it at the 48-yard line of Shelbyville. So Shelbyville coming back up here now on defense. And Indians look to see if they can take the lead here. Grigsby going to hand off. Garza coming through. He's going to pick up a few, maybe 2, up to the 46-yard line.
Sergio Reyes and John Hignott will stop on running back. Picks up a yard to the Dragon 47, second down and 9.
So second down and 9 here after 1. And here goes the play. Garza That Grigsby holding it himself, taking it up in the middle. And ball comes out once again, and Tate Obregon comes out there, so it's a fumble. So we've had 3 turnovers here and 2 fumbles by the Indians and 1 interception, or 2 fumbles and an interception here. 2 of those turnovers by the Indians, a fumble and an interception, and then a fumble by the Dragons as well. So Tate Obregon's going to pick it up here onto the fumble. So the Dragons get it back here. They'll have it on their own 45-yard line. First down and 10 here for Shelbyville. So the Dragons get a fortunate bounce there and get to the fumble back and get the ball back here. As McDonald going to hand off to Williams. Ronnie going to find some room right up the middle. Bouncing away over to the far side. Gets up close to that 50-yard line before he gets across the 50. Maybe 5 yards on that play. Up to the 50-yard line. And it is a first down. We get a second down and 5.
Indian territory, and there's a flag comes in late.
Flag late.
Spotted at the Indian 49. It'll be 2nd and 4 depending on the flag.
So we're going to see what they call here on the flag. It comes down right after the play there. So we'll see what they decide to make it on there. Gonna get it. See what they're gonna call here. Threw his hands out like it was unsportsmanlike or something. And he pointed towards the Dragons. So big penalty here against the Dragons if that's what it is. So still trying to find out. All right, so now going over to talk to Ronnie Williams, the captain for the Dragons. And it's going to be against the Dragons. It looked like it was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
We're going to guess that it's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
All the way back to the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. 15-yard penalty by the Dragons. Second down.
About 19.
Second down and a cab ride for the Dragons. Here we go. Coming up here after the personal foul. Second down. It is third down. Okay, I thought it was still second. Okay, third down and long here for the Dragons after the penalty. Here's the snap. Going to look to pass. McDonald going to throw it downfield, trying to find Hunter, and that one's going to be overthrown. Incomplete pass.
For number 2, Hunter Harvey's going to be overthrown. It's going to bring a 4th down for the Dragons.
So after that penalty, it was costly there. It's going to be a 4th down and way long here for the Dragons. They're going to have to come in here for the punt this time. We're going to bring Dally Murray in for a punt. Got to do it here. So we're going to bring Garza all the way back there, his own 35-yard line. Good job here by the Indians. They played really good defense here, making them give them the ball back. After the fumble. So good job here by the Indians. Now we're ready to go. Punt on the way from Dallas Murray. Going to go to Garza. Garza's going to watch it bounce in front of him at the 30 and then get past him inside the 20 before he's finally going to wrangle it up and pick it up. He's going to be tackled there. Nice shoestring tackle there.
Number 4 on the punt return. Garza brought down by number 27.
Number 27, that is Xavier Coleman there on the stop there for the Dragons. So a nice put there by Dallas Murray. And it's going to be down.
18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Carlisle will have it at the 18-yard line. Still right about 5 minutes left to go on the clock there, folks. I know mine's a little off, so Carlisle Indians will have it here. Dallas is moving. All right, so here we go as a first down and 10 here for the Carlisle Indians. They'll come back out here. Garza back in at quarterback here. Going to hand off Hernandez. Hernandez trying to take it over to the far side. He's going to be hit there by a plethora of Dragons, and it still gets away. I don't know how he got away from those 3 tackles, but a good run there by Hernandez as he takes it up close to the 20-yard line, up to the 19. He'll get 1 out of it. That was a hard yard.
Also a case of lead. Picks up a yard. 2nd down 9 for the Indians.
So 2nd down 9 here for Garza and of the Indians. He's back in at quarterback. Hernandez to his left side. Here's a snap. Hernandez going to look to throw out here. And that is knocked away. Good job there. And that's going to be some interference there. And that should be pass interference. And that looked like it was PI on of the offense there. If you say, to me, that looked like offensive pass interference at the beginning, and you're going to call it on Hunter Harvey afterwards. I don't know if you could call that on breaking up the play, but it looked like it was pass interference there by the Indians on the initial play. They're going to wave it off. They should. They definitely should, because Hunter Harvey did not commit any kind of pass interference there. And if anything, there was going to be one that should have been on the Indians there. That's what I saw. All right, so here we go, but no call, which is good. Let's replay the down. Won't worry about it, all right? So here we go. At incomplete pass, 3rd down and 9 after the incomplete pass. Waving it off, okay? There we go. 3rd down and 9 at the 19. And these Indians have done a great job here on 3rd down and 9. See if they can do it again. Garza, ready to go for the snap, checking in on the sideline. Garza, gotta look to pass, gotta throw it up here. And it's, oh, boy, I tell you what, almost a chance at an interception there for the Dragons as it got tipped there at the line. And that's a good job there by the Dragons. And it looks like it's gonna be a punting situation here for the Indians as we're now 4th down and about 19 here 4th down and 9 for the Indians. Tell you what, it's great to have the Lone Star Cup here today. Got to see some of my favorite Dragons of the past. I got to see John, Geechee, Mathis. I got to see DJ Barnes. I got to see Kylie Schnell. I got to see a lot of them today. So good to see some of those past Dragons out here on Lone Star Cup Day. Here's the punt on the way. And a good punt there. Harvey's going to take it at the 48-yard line. Breaks through on 1. Bringing it here to the Dragon side. Gets tripped up there at right. He'll take it down, and he'll be down at about the 41-yard line.
Going to be tripped up by number 9, Ryder McCamey. Returns the ball
So Shelbyville.
to Indian territory. 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the Carlisle 42-yard line.
So at the 42-yard line of Carlisle, here's where the Dragons go. So far here we had the Carlisle come out and get that opening touchdown. Then we had a fumble by the Dragons, interception by the Indians, and then the Dragons go down, and then they get a touchdown. All right, then we get a fumble by Carlisle. Then we get a punt. No, we didn't get a touchdown there. They had a turnover on down, sorry. Then get a punt by Shelbyville after a fumble, and then another punt by Carlisle. So here we go, Shelbyville Dragons ready for their 4th drive. And they'll have it on good field position at the 40-yard line. And here's a good run by the Dragons, taking it up the middle, and then almost enough for a 1st down. Gavin McDonald with the keeper. And he'll get about 9 yards. Taking it up to the 34-yard line. We'll talk about 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 2 for the Dragons. Nice run there by Gavin McDonald. Going to give to Ronnie Williams this time. RW3 taking it right up the middle there on the dive play. Takes it across the 30-yard line. Have enough for a Raymond Motor Company 1st down. Down to the 29-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for the Dragons at the 29. So 1st down and 10 for the 29 for the Dragons. Harvey in motion. McDonald going to hold himself, take it over to the right side. Now cuts it back into him. Gavin still on his feet. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. Going to be finally taken down there inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. Nice 16-yard run right by Gavin McDonald. And the Dragons are into the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone.
That's a Dragon 1st down.
Down to the 14-yard line. So 15-yard run there for Gavin McDonald. And we've been having a little trouble with this, but I think we finally got it right. There we go. Okay, we finally got it down there. So Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. Sorry so late in the game, but Sandy Cox State Farm red zone for the Dragons. Here we go at the 14-yard line. Going to hand off to Williams. Williams gets through the 1st wave. Now into the 2nd level of the defense. Inside the 10. Finally taken down there for it. Now will be a 2nd down and about 4.
We got a flag at the end of the play.
Oh, so flag comes in.
A player down on the field.
And it looks like we might have an injury timeout as well. So we'll see what we got here, folks. We got a Carlisle player. A little slow to get up, but looks like maybe they've gotten themselves up onto their own power, which is definitely good to see. We don't want to see anybody getting hurt out here. And it looks like that was number 21, that was Starling, and who's been playing an excellent game here for the Indians tonight. And he's walking off a little gingerly, but he's walking off on his own power, and that is definitely good to see. So the penalty flag there onto the field, but I'm not sure who they called that on.
And the flag's waved off.
So they wave off another flag. Okay, so a nice run. And take it at the down to the 8 for a gain of 6 there by Ronnie Williams.
It's going to be second down and 4 for the Dragons.
So 2nd and 4 for Shelbyville in that Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. So folks had a little trouble with that earlier, but I think we finally got it all together here. So now we're going to get a timeout, looks like, by the Price Carlisle Indians. So we'll take a timeout right along with them. And I'll tell you what, no, let's just keep it right here. Let's get things lined back up. We're going to keep it right here because we got some things we want to talk about. Coming up tomorrow morning, I've already talked to one or two of the Dragons here earlier today, and we're planning on having breakfast at Diamond B in the morning. So come on down to Diamond B Cafe, have some breakfast with us. We get down there about 8:30 or 8:45, and we just sit around and talk with the guys and have some breakfast with the linemen and just talk about the game and see what we need to do about getting ready to go to work for next week. So the Dragons will have next week off, though. A lot of teams in the Piney Woods will have next week off, but I should say, Joe, myself, and probably Dallas will be in Timpson next week for Hooks and the Bears. Bears had a big win over Wolf City last night. That was a great game by the Bears. They played great across the board last night. I watched that game, and I didn't see much wrong with the Timpson Bears other than last night. They played an excellent game against a very good Wolf City team and got a big win. 2nd down and 4 here for the Dragons. McDonald ready for the snap. We're going to touch pass here to Harvey. Harvey going to cut it back up inside. Hunter Harvey trying to push his way through. Still on his feet. Touchdown! Dragons. Hunter Harvey on the touch pass from 8 yards out for the touchdown. Big touchdown right there. The Dragons really needed that one. So good job there by Hunter Harvey on the touch pass. Gets him into the end zone. So now here comes the extra point. Vasquez. Kick is on the way, and it is good. The PAT is good. So that will be good for here for the Dragons. So with about 2:28 left to go here in this 3rd quarter, the Dragons take the lead 31-21. And we will be right back here for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. That is on the way here on a NETSN.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
Alrighty, back here ready to go, and the kick is on the way. And here come the Carlisle Indians trying to bring it back, trying to set up a good return here. And Garza still on his feet, trying to bring it back here to the Dragon side. And we're going to get a penalty flag coming down. Looks like that might have been a face mask coming in there. And Garza on the return there. And, J.D. Sewell might have got a little bit of that face mask right there. So that's where it's going to be. The Carlisle Indians are going to have good starting field positions. They'll get a penalty yardage tacked onto that. Just want to stop that. So it'll be an extra 15-yarder here for the Indians. Face mask. See where they would mark that up there. Started at about the 30-yard line, so it'll be up around the 45 or so where they finally put it down. So we'll see where they do that. And it's going to be at the 47-yard line is where it will be. So on their own 47-yard line, Carlisle Indians ready to go. As they come to the line, Grigsby going to bring them up. That's Garza back there. It's a quarterback. Garza going to throw it out here on the far side. Got his man. Still trying to work his way along that sideline there and finally get pushed out of bounds on the far side. It'll be close enough for a first down, and it is. That was number 7 on the reception over there. That was Juan Diaz. He'll get that one there. So first down and 10 here for the Indians at the Dragon 41 under a nice run there by Diaz. And it's a Raymond Motor Company first down. And here's Garza trying to run it himself up the middle. Now bounces it on the outside. Still on the sideline before he finally gets hit out of bounds. And a nice run there by Garza. He'll have enough for another Raymond Motor Company first down, taking it down to the 27-yard line. So the Indians with another first down.
30, first and 10 for the Indians.
We'll be at the 30-yard line. All right. The referee on this side was a little farther down. So at the 30-yard line. And Grigsby doing a good job here, leading his Indians right back down the field. They're down by 10, and Grigsby's going to hold it himself. Right back up down. That may be Garza doing the run. Garza's on the carry. He's been back there running the ball there. So up to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6.
Picks up 6 yards down to the Dragon 24.
Down to the 24-yard line. Second down and 4 here for the Indians. At the 24-yard line. Here's a snap. Garza going to try to catch a pass here. Incomplete pass. Nice try there. They were trying to get a quick pass out to the outside, but it's incomplete.
Hernandez, 3rd and 4 for the Indians.
So 3rd down and 4 here for Price Carlisle and the Indians. And like I said, they've done a really good job here on 3rd down. See if they can get a one here, see if they can keep this drive going. Trading them by 10 here late in the 3rd quarter. Garza bringing him back to the line. Going to throw it out to the far side. And got his man there, and it's caught. And then taken down, and the penalty flag comes in late as Sewell. Might have been on that stop, maybe number 15 there for Carson Copeland. And Grigsby makes the catch there and then tackled down there. And it may be another foul there against the Dragons. Going to make it a 1st and goal here for the Indians after the penalty and the catch. So will they take it all the way down inside the 5, down to the 5-yard line. So 19 yards total after the catch and the penalty by the Dragons. Going to set them up at the 1st down and goal at the 3. That's where they're going to be. So now trying to run it in. Garza going to take it over to the left side. He'll take it in for the score. Touchdown, Indians. Garza with a nice little run 5 yards out. And he'll take it in for the score. 53 yards on that drive. 6 plays. Taking a little over a minute off the clock here. And the Indians get a little bit closer here late into the 3rd quarter. See if they can get themselves back to within 3. Extra point on the way. Garza back out here to do some kicking. And it's blocked by the Dragons. Have a chance to get it 2 points here if they can take it all the way back to the house. And going to be tackled there. A nice job there on the block. Carson Copeland with the block. So the PAT is no good. So that'll leave it a 31-27 ball game here as we're getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter. We got the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. That is coming up for you. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
All righty, folks, we're back here ready for the Shelby Savings Bank and kickoff. Shelbyville Stadium's make kickoff on the way here. And Enrique is ready to go here for the kick for the Indians. So the Dragons hanging on to a 4-point lead right now here, getting late in the third. Here's the kick. It's going to be high and be taken there. Gavin McDonald with the fair catch call at the 37-yard line. And the Dragons will take over at their own 37-yard line with 1:17 left to play here into the third quarter. Down on the far side. Okay. So the Dragons now with an opportunity to extend the lead. With a good long drive here as they're on their own 37-yard line. And McDonald will bring them out ready to go. Checking the sideline. Got the sign in the play that they like right there. Ready. Here's the snap. Going to hand off to Williams. Williams trying to find his way back up into the middle. And he'll take it up to about the 40-yard line for a gain of 3.
He's brought down by number 5, Preston Armstrong.
Armstrong on the stop right there. Makes it a 2nd down and 7 from the 40. As the Dragons can take a little time here, maybe get into that fourth quarter here if they so wish to do so, but only up by 4. Definitely not feeling comfortable right here with as good as Carlisle's been playing here tonight. Trip receiver set over to that far side. Here's McDonald going to hand off. Williams into the backfield. He's going to be taken down there, and a nice job. We got a penalty flag coming in late. And that was number 54. That is Garza there on that stop. We got a penalty flag coming in late. Personal foul face mask, and that's going to go against the Indians there.
The 15-yard penalty will be an automatic first down for the Dragons.
So the penalty yard is going to be a Raymond Motor Company first down as they mark it off. And it will definitely be a Raymond Motor Company first down, getting up close to the midfield stripe, maybe into Indian territory there at about the 47-yard line.
Ball spotted at the Indian 47, 1st and 10 Dragons.
So Dragons now with a first down and 10. Getting that clock rolling here. Going to pitch out here to Williams. Williams trying to go on the sweep and get across the 45-yard line down to about the 44. 3 yards on that play makes it a 2nd down and about 7.
Garza picks up 2 to the 45, 2nd down 8 for the Dragons.
So a couple yards there for the Dragons. Running down here toward the end of the third quarter. Maybe a 2nd down and 8 here instead of 7. Is right there at the 45-yard line is where they'll mark the ball. Last play of the third quarter here. Unless there's a penalty. Ronnie Williams bring it here to the near side. Going to take it across the 40-yard line down to the 39 for a gain of 5. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter, and does. So that will be it for the end of the third quarter. The Dragons lead at 31-27 over the Carlisle Indians. The fourth quarter should be very good. This whole one has been good by both of these teams. We'll be back here for the fourth quarter. It's coming up right here on NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
Alrighty, folks, back here ready for the fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd down and about 3 here for the Dragons. McDonald going to hand off to Williams. Williams take it right up the gut here and get close to that first down market. And we'll see where they mark him down. Right there at about the 37-yard line. We may stop the clock here. So we have an injury timeout here onto the field. We're reminding everyone, too, tomorrow, folks, about 8:30, we're going to have breakfast with the linemen. So join us at Diamond B Cafe. And I tell you what, there are so many great restaurants that really do wonderful things here, locally owned restaurants here in the Piney Woods area. Stop by and make sure you're checking out all those great restaurants. And we have great places. We do some great interviews and great coaches shows like Plates of Grace just outside of Shelbyville there on the Shelbyville Highway. Bites and Brew over there in Joaquin. And also in town at the pizzeria there at Center. We do a lot of them there too as well. We got some games coming up for San Augustine coming up. And it looks like we may go to see the Taco Man down there in his new place. That's what I'm looking to at San Augustine here. But we'll have San Augustine and Shelbyville coming up in a couple of weeks as well. So first down and 10 for the Dragons, and good to see the Indians player on their way off the field here on their own power. Good to see. So here we go as it is a first down and 10 here for the Dragons. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line of Carlisle. Scarborough in motion right to the left side here. Here's the snap. Going to give off to Williams. Williams trying to bring it here to the near side and follow some blockers, and they grab a hold of the ball there, get close to the 35. And Williams going to get a couple there. Hernandez there onto the stop at the 35. Makes it a second down and maybe 9 here for the Dragons. So for the Dragons, they need to go down there and score. Take a little time off here. And then the Indians need to go down and score, play a little bit, and see if they can get it back. That's the strategy that's got to be tapping here in the first 8 minutes of this quarter and see where you're at there when about 3 minutes left. So the Dragons, second down and 9. Here's the snap. Going to give to Williams. Gavin's going to hold it himself, try to take it over to the left side, following some blockers. He'll get across the 35, maybe a yard on the play. Garza on the stop. Makes it a third down and 8. At the 35-yard line here for the Dragons.
It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Dragons.
So 3rd and 8 here for the Shelbyville. And this is a third down that the Dragons definitely need to pick up. They haven't been They haven't been as good on third down as the Indians have here tonight, but the Dragons really need this third down pickup right here. Harvey in motion. McDonald going to roll out. Got some room, got some time. Going to go downfield, going to go for Scarborough, looking for some. That's going to be pass interference. The defender here, Scarborough tried to get some separation from him, but the defender was actually hanging on to his arm. So that's going to be a flag there on personal pass interference here on the Indians. That's number 3, Grigsby. But the penalty going to give the Dragons a first down here. So, going to come out here now. Holding. I'm going to call defensive holding is what they're going to call. Okay. So, defensive holding. That's kind of what he was. Grigsby wasn't really, it could be a PI or holding either way, but the holding should be enough for a first down and 10 here for the Dragons. Raymond Motor Company first down. They'll take it all the way down to the 25-yard line. So first down and 10 here for the Dragons. At the 25, McDonald float out here to Harvey. Harvey going to try to find some room, and a good job there on the coverage by the Indians. They got over there quick, kind of read that play out there, but they got over there quick on the pass play. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Great day there by the Indians. They got out there quick. They lined up a whole wall. We're going to let Hunter Harvey get past him there.
Second down 10 for the Dragons.
Dallas Parker with a great shot out there for us. Second down and 10 here for Shelbyville. McDonald gonna look to pass. Got a man right up in the middle. Oh, through Harvey's hands, and you definitely don't hardly see that. As Hunter Harvey has to go right through the hands. Third down and 10. This drive started on their own 37-yard line with about 1:17 left in that third quarter. 11th play of the drive here for the Dragons. Third down and 10. So twin receiver set over to the far side. Twin receiver set both sides out here. Gonna get Williams out of the backfield. McDonald gonna look to pass. Dropping it off here and over the extended arm there of Harvey. Incomplete pass. Fourth down for the Dragons. Just over his head there by Gavin McDonald to Hunter Harvey. So fourth down here, and you got Edwin Vasquez, who's a very good kicker. And going to give Vasquez a chance here. He's going to line it up, and it's going to be at about the 32-yard line. So it's going to be a 42-yard kick. Here we go. 42-yard kick for Vasquez. Kick on the way, and it is blocked right there in the middle, and it'll be no good. So the Indians will take over right there on the block on the field goal, and it'll be a 1st down and 10 at the 29-yard, maybe the 28-yard line. Their own 28-yard line for Carlisle. Good job there on the special teams for the Carlisle Indians. Keep the Dragons from getting in the end zone. Still only down 4. A lot of time left on the clock. See if the Indians can go down and get a score themselves. It was 24-21 at the end of the first half. Touchdown by both teams here. And so here we go. It's a run by the Indians. That's going to be Garza taking it over to the left side, staying in bounds. And I'll take it up to about the 35-yard line. 34-yard line, so it gave him about 6 or 7 right there. We're calling it to the 35, so he's going to gain 7. So it'll be a 2nd down and 3. Got out of bounds over there, didn't he? Shut that clock off. 2nd down and 3 here for the Indians. Garza going to hold himself this time, going to bring it here to the near side, and this time he's going to be hit hard into the backfield. As nice job here by the Dragon defense. Number 12 coming in there, taking care of business. Sergio Reyes makes a big stop, and that's a loss for a 3rd down, and now about 5 here for the Indians. All right, so 3rd down and about 5, maybe 4 here for the Indians. Garza back in at quarterback. Gonna look to pass. Got a man coming down here. And it's caught! And what a reception there by Grigsby. Catching it on the sideline into Dragon territory there at the 47-yard line. Big 1st down play there for the Indians. And they'll take it all the way down to the 47-yard line. Raven Motor Company 1st down. On a nice pass play there to Grigsby. Here we go with another pick pass out to the far side. Is still on his feet, running the ball quick. Another 1st down. Hernandez on that one for the Indians. It's another Raymond Motor Company 1st down. And the Indians have it all the way down now into the 31-yard line of Shelbyville. Nice little drive here by the Indians. They started on their own 28. And then over a minute here, they got it all the way down to the 31 of Shelbyville. Garza, if they got there, going to be wrangled up by the Dragon defense, pulling him back. And Dallas Murray right there, the first one. Also Eli Matthews in there and Hubbard in there on the stop. So it's a loss of a couple. Back to the 27. 2nd and 7 here for Carlisle and the Indians. Here's a pass coming up the field here, and that's going to be a flag coming in here. That may be a pass interference. They're trying to get it to Grigsby out here on the outside. And saw the flags coming in there. Sean Parker, number 30 there onto the defense. I don't know if they say he maybe didn't turn around and look for the ball or something there. So that's going to be pass interference against the Dragons. So that'll set up the Indians really well here. That should give them enough for a 1st down as well. So they'll take it inside the 20, and that'll get us close to the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. And that's what it'll be. Sandy Cox State Farm red zone for the Carlisle Indians. They'll take it all the way down on the penalty marker, down inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. first down and 10 here for the Indians at the 12-yard line. Garza, quick little tunnel screen out to the far side. Trying to get some blockers, taking it back into the middle of the field and taking it up close to the 10-yard line. Diaz on the reception there and takes it down to about the 9. Still going to be a second down and about 3 here for the Indians. A nice job here by the Indians. They're driving down. They definitely want to put some points on the board, see if they can take the lead here. Garza emptying out the backfield. Garza going to hold himself, and he's going to find some room. And still on his feet, he's going to be taken down inside the 5. A nice job there on the tackle by Hunter Harvey. Down to the 3, 6 yards on that one. And it's a first down and goal for the Indians. They get to the line quick. We penalty flag, going to be too many men on the field. And I don't know if he's going to get in there. Garza is in on the score. Okay, so it's a touchdown for the Indians, but I saw the penalty flag. But I think that's going to be too many men on the field by the Dragons. They were trying to get somebody off before that play started. So the penalty is declined on the State Farm Red Zone there for Sandy Cox State Farm Red Zone. Penalty is declined, but the touchdown is good. So touchdown for the Indians. And they will now have the lead. 33-31. So now coming in for the extra point will be Garza. He'll come in and see if he can knock it down. And get the Dragons trailing by 3 if he can knock it down. Here's the snap, and the kick is up, and it is good, good, good. So the PAT is good. So the Dragons now trade it by 4. Oh, that's not the right one. So the Dragons now traded by 3. We'll be right back here on the NETSN. How'd I mess that up?
A lot of us do our banking at Shelby Savings Bank because it's our hometown bank, but it's also a thoroughly modern bank featuring online banking, mobile banking, paperless statements, deposit-taking ATM machine. All that in my hometown bank? Yes, because it's a bank for your modern hometown. Shelby Savings, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Shelby Savings Bank kickoff on the way. So we'll get the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff as the Carlisle Indians are working on their way coming out. I'll tell you what. All right, there we go. Now we got the score right, folks. My apologies, I'm having trouble with that score tonight. I usually don't have trouble with that. Here we go. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff on the way by the Indians as they now have the lead 34-31 over the Shelbyville Dragons. Kick on the way. It's going to be a high kick here to the Dragons side. It'll be taken there by Hunter Harvey. Harvey trying to bring it back into the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Breaking a couple tackles. Still working his way into the middle, and he'll take it down there finally at the 35-yard line. So Hunter Harvey will give the Dragons. Shelbyville has it first down and 10 with 6:35 left to go here into this ball game. And the Dragons will have it there first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. So they're going to say at the 34-yard line, okay? So first 10 for the Dragons at 34. Now trading by 3. And McDonald looking for a snap. Going to throw it out here. Going to find Scarborough. Scarborough on that tunnel screen. Going to try to take it up the field here. Staying in bounds across the 40-yard line. Finally going to be out of bounds there at about the 42. So at the 42-yard line, he's going to make about 6 yards on that one, maybe 7. 2nd down and 3 here for Shelbyville and the Dragons. I'll take it up to about the 42-yard line. I'll say 2nd and 1. Okay, so got 9 on that one for Scarborough. So now McDonald here with the snap. Going to hold himself, trying to bring it here to the home side. Now cuts it back inside, going to look for a block, and he'll get close to that first down marker there. Maybe. Looks like he may have it there at the 45-yard line. Raymond Motor Company first down here for Gavin McDonald at the 45-yard line. So McDonald now ready to go. Gonna get a stop here. Gonna get the clock rolling. Adamantly saying we need to roll that clock. So here's the snap. Gonna hand off to Williams. Ronnie trying to cut it back up inside. He'll be out about the 50-yard line before he's finally taken down there. Good job by the Indians. Down at the 49-yard line, a gain of 4.
Losing up to the Dragon 49.
We got a penalty marker down on the field. We do, and that looks like it's going to be against the Indians. That was the initial pointing of the play, and they're going to move it up. So it is against the Indians. So the penalty against.
Throws the ball down to the Indian 36, 1st and 10 Dragons.
So a big penalty down, takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line. 1st down and 10 here for the Dragons. Handing off. Williams trying to find some room. Finally follows some blockers up in the middle. And he's following Trey Sims over there. He gets across the 30-yard line. Still pushing him up. Cason Lee down there trying to push some more above the 25-yard line. That's enough for Raymond Motor Company. 1st down, Dragons. That's the way to push them across for the 1st down. All the way down to the 22. Wow. Nice job there by the Dragons to get a little push, keep them some extra yards there. St. Augustine wins their game, I see here. So thanks for the update there on the chat. Appreciate it. I don't catch all the chats on there, but I catch some of them. Good job by the Wolves to get a win right there. All right, here we go. And hold himself. McDonald going to take it up the middle, and he'll have it at about the 17-yard line. Sorry. 20. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage right there. Guards on the stop. 2nd down and 10 for the Dragons. Pitts out wide to the left side of the formation. Ronnie Williams in the backfield. Dragons with a 2nd down and 10. Now ready for a snap. Hunter. Touch pass to Hunter. Trying to follow Williams around to the far side. Got some blockers. They're stealing it off there. It's been a great job there once again by the Indian defense. They trailed him, and Hunter Harvey's not easy to catch from the backside, and they catch him there, and it's a no gain onto the play. 3rd down. Oh, they're going to lose a yard, making a 3rd down and 11 for the Dragons. Well, it looked like he had some room to turn the corner over there, like the Dragons might have sealed off that edge, but a good job there by the Indians. They got there and were able to knock him back for a loss on the play. So 3rd down and long for the Dragons. Got to pick this 3rd down up. Down by 3. McDonald going to throw out here. Got Bryant Scarborough. It's going to be low. Incomplete pass. So 4th down and 11 for the Dragons. Coach Wallace going to have to make a decision here. Last time he tried to go for the field goal here. It got blocked. 4th down and long. Trailing by 3. 3:40 to go. 3:44 to go. So talking a lot about it here as that play clock is winding down. Giving the guys a chance to get a little bit of a breather right here. So finally going to get a timeout here by the Dragons. So that gives us a chance to take one with it. We'll be right back here, folks. Winding down here, the Dragons are 4th down and long. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All righty, after the timeout, Dragons come back out. They get a 4th down and long, 4th down and 11. I'm not saying this could be the game, but it could be a big part of it here. If you don't pick it up, not going to be easy for you, that's for sure. 4th down and long for the Dragons now. Here we go. Pitts coming in motion. Now they're going to send him back to the far side. Sit him up there. Tighten up the formation. Donald, look at the pass. Got an extra blocker back there. Going to look to throw all the way back on the far side. That little pitcher catch there, and he's got his man. And it's going to be a good catch there for just outside the goal line there, and a nice job there by the Dragons. And that was something they really needed right there. Aiden Shields with a big catch, and it's 1st down and goal, Dragons. Oh, boy, what a play. They needed that one. And the Dragons with a 1st down and goal in the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. So the Dragons now got that clock rolling, do they? Okay, let's get it going. There we go. Dragons now coming up. 1st and goal. Gonna hand off to Williams. Williams, a little bit of confusion in the backfield. There's gonna be a loss on the play. A little confusion in the backfield there. So that's a loss on the play. So that's a 2nd down and goal from the 6. Second and goal from the 6. Clock continuing to roll. We'll get under 3 minutes to go. Dragons got a score here. Handing off to Williams right up the middle. Ronnie Williams taking it up. And it's going to be close, and the ball comes out, but he was on the ground. He was on the ground. Referee says he was on the ground when the ball came out. So it's going to be 1st and goal, 3rd and goal at about the 1 yard line. Go ahead, man. So 3rd and goal here for the Dragons. Down about the 1 yard line. You get it? Joe's having a time here with a camera battery. Now we got it. That's why we're on the other camera right now, folks. So a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout. Kind of worked out for us here, all right? So we're going to get a timeout on the field. So we got a 3rd down and about 2. 3rd and goal from about the 2 or 3 yard line is where the Dragons are right now. Are you good, man? Joe having a little trouble with that battery there, but lost his chair and everything. But we're good to go here as we got a timeout. We're going to leave it right here, folks. I'm going to go over here and knock this down to that and that, okay? Sandy Cox State Farm Red Zone and all the wonderful folks that help make the broadcast possible for us. We really do appreciate everybody. Batter scoreboard up there. And, you know, the schools, Price Carlisle and Shelbyville having us out. We just love being here and doing the games. What a great day it was here in Shelbyville, the Lone Star Cup, and a great game here tonight, coming right down to the wire. Let me stop my clock there. I could have swore I stopped it. There was right at 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute warning. That's what the stoppage was. All right, so here we go. See where Dallas is at with that shot right there. 3rd down and goal from the 2 yard line for the Dragons. McDonald ready to go with Williams in the backfield. Here's the snap. Hand it to Williams. Williams taking it up to get touchdown, the Dragons. And the Dragons take the lead. put the right numbers up here this time. There we go. The Dragons take the lead by 3. Now can go up by 4 here with the extra point. So the extra point on the way. Dragons now up 37-34. My clock is a little under where it's at. We're just a little under 2 minutes to go, folks. So sometimes I hit those buttons and they don't always stop. Here comes the snap and the kick is up, and it is good. That all-important extra point right there for the Dragons to now make it a 38-34 ball game with about 2 minutes left to go into this one. We'll be right back here, folks, for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. It's coming up here on the NETSN.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
All right, here we go with the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, and it's a good kick, and it's going to be taken there by Carlisle, and they'll have it and try to get a good return, knocked out of bounds. And Bryce Carlisle, but we're going to have a player injured here on the maybe some cramping going on here. Had that wrong battery in there, didn't we? Forgive us, folks. We're late in the game and battery and stuff going on here, and Dallas is moving down there. That's why we're having all kinds of something there. So let's do this. There we go. Apologies, folks. Sometimes we get a little cattywampus with the cameras here late in the game, getting those batteries changed out. All right, so very good. Good to see that players are getting even on their own power here. I think there's just some cramping going on out there, so it's always good to see that. So, Carlisle Indians have a lot of time here. They got a couple minutes left. They'll have it on their own 36-yard line. Trailing by 4. And the Dragons need to play some defense. The Indians need to just keep doing what they're doing. They did a really good job that last drive. Got down the field, was able to put it in the end zone. And under a minute, they drove about where they are down into the close to the red zone there for the Dragons. So to see the Indians can do it once again. Here we go. Grigsby in at quarterback. Hernandez leaves the backfield. Grigsby looking to pass, throws it back out here. Got his man. Missed tackles, missed there by the Dragons in the backfield. Had a big loss right there, but they get it out to Garza. And the Dragons not able to make the stop out there. Out of bounds. And a nice pitching catch there for the Indians. Take it up to the 44, maybe the 43-yard line. 7 yards on that one. Second down and 3 here for the Indians. I'm going to leave my clock at 104. Grigsby. Oh, man. Tried to take it up to get the Dragons right there on some good defense. They get up there, and he might have got a yard, making it a 3rd down and 1, but it looks like we may have another injured player here for Carlisle. I hope everybody's going to be okay. So we got an injury timeout here on the field. And folks, tomorrow we're going to head over to Diamond B Cafe for breakfast with Lima. We'll be down there about 8:30 in the morning for that. I don't have a volleyball game scheduled for Tuesday. I don't know what happened with my scheduling. I may still put one in there, but right now I don't have a volleyball scheduled for Tuesday. And next week, most of the Pineywood teams are on a break. They're bye week. But the Timpson Bears will be playing Hooks and the Hornets before their final game before their district. They had a bye week last week, I believe it was. And they did a really good job beating Wolf City yesterday in Tyler Grace. So we'll be in Timpson next week for the Bears and the Hornets here on NETSN. That's where Joe, myself, and probably Dallas is going to be. All right, Dallas with some great shots down on the sideline. Here we go. Dragons play defense. 3rd down and short here for the Indians. Still all kinds of time here.
Play starts back. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Indians from their own 44-yard line.
3rd down and 2 with 1:27 on the clock. So I'm about 20 seconds off there, folks. So here's the play. Grigsby going to throw it out quick. Got a man out there. And he makes the catch, but the Dragons there in a great defense right at the line of scrimmage. Makes it a 4th down and short for the Indians now. No gain on that play. That was Garza. Trying to drop it off out on the outside there. 4th down. And here come the Indians to the line. 4th down and short. Garza gonna try to take it himself. He can be met there at the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's going to be awful close. And the referee on this side says no. The referee on the other side says no. Right there at the 45, it looks like we're going to stop him. And it looks like the Dragons may have held him up. Oh, I tell you. They're going to mark it right there at the 45-yard line. If they're going to put it at the 45, then he didn't get it. They needed to get closer to the 46 for the 1st down. So it doesn't look like he's going to get it there. And it may be a turnover on downs by the Indians. Wow, what a great stop here. You talk about a great time for the Dragons to play some defense on 3rd down. That was it right there to make a big stop for the Dragons. So still a conversation about it out there in the field, and not quite sure the mark and where they put the ball. They got the ball sitting on the Carlisle side of the 45 and needed to get way closer to the 46. So conversations going on out there. Looks like Coach Baker's out there to have a discussion as well. Not quite liking the spot. But the ball still nonetheless is sitting at the 45-yard line, and it looks like that's where it's going to be, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Dragons are going to take over here. And good.
Play begins. Dragons have it at the Indian 45. 1st and 10.
1st down and 10 for the Dragons at the 45. So it's a turnover on downs. The Dragons were able to make a stop right there. First down and 10 for the Dragons. Still some chatting going on out there. I'm not quite sure, but this is what it's going to be. And the Dragons are not going to be able to go victory formation here yet. I'm not for sure. But a great job by the Dragon defense. They were able to stand up right there. I mean, Carlisle's had some great defensive stops tonight as well. Dragon defense made a big stop right there when they really had to have a stop. That's when they got a good stop right there. Carlisle offense has been doing really well. Garza's been running the ball well. Grigsby's been finding good receivers. The receivers have been getting down the field and breaking tackles. So Carlisle Indians, they had a very good game plan here. Come up just a little bit short there on that last play. So now they're in on defense. And 1st down and 10 here for the Dragons. Just got to hold on to the ball. Don't give Carlisle any opportunity here. Williams going to take it here to the near side. Ronnie into the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Going to have enough for a 1st down to the 30-yard line. Raymond Motor Company 1st down for the Dragons. Diaz on the stop there for the Indians, and it's a 1st down and 10 for the Dragons. Now you can basically run it out here. Victory formation. The most beautiful play in football. Victory formation. And the Dragons are going to hold on here against a very, very good Carlisle team. 38-34 here tonight, and the Dragons are going to get in the win column. But it wasn't easy, and the Carlisle Indians, boy, they gave everything they had out there tonight and had an opportunity to win this game. here in the end, but the Dragons were able to hold on and get the victory here tonight. What a great game here by both of these teams. Both these teams deserve to win. But a good win here for the Dragons that they desperately needed. And Carlisle played one heck of a game here tonight, especially without their starting quarterback. But they still played one heck of a game here tonight. And the Dragons get the win over the Carlisle Indians here this evening in Shelbyville. All right, Aurora Concepts postgame show, that is on the way. We'll be right back here to wrap it up as the Dragons win it here on NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
All righty, folks, back here on the Aurora Concepts postgame show to wrap this up for the Dragons. Will win it here tonight, 38-34. Big win for the Dragons. They really needed this win here tonight. Carlisle, what a heck of a game played by the Indians here tonight. Both teams played a great game here this evening. And I'll tell you, man, it's just been a great start to the year so far, halfway through the season so far. And there's been some great football going on here all over the East Texas area. I tell you, we're going to be ready to go in Timpson next week is where we're going to be for Hooks and Timpson. But the Aurora Concepts postgame show wrapping it up here today. 7 drives by both teams here into this second half, and just a good job there by both teams in that third quarter. We had the turnovers going back and forth, bouncing it back and forth, and just a couple scores here by both teams in the second half. And the Carlisle Indians right there in that fourth down, but the Dragons had a good opportunity there and made a good stop there on fourth down to keep the Carlisle Indians at bay to make a big fourth down stop. That was what the big part of it was right there at the end of this game. So for the players of the game, for the Shelbyville Dragons, for the Shelbyville Dragons, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of them out there that can get it that here tonight. I saw a lot of great line play. I saw a lot of good things here, but I'm going to give it to RW3. Ronnie Williams, he was out there running the ball really, really well. I saw Ronnie doing a lot of good, really, really well. So Ronnie Williams, RW3, my player of the game here for the Shelbyville Dragons. For the Carlisle Indians, there's so many up there, but I'm going to give it to Garza. Garza played very, very well. He played on the outside. He played the receiver. He played running back. He played quarterback. Garza was all over the place out there. So Price Carlisle, your player of the game for the NETSN here tonight is Mr. Garza. All right, number 4. Juan Garza. That's what it is. All right, folks, that's going to do it here for us. It's been a long, long day. Thanks for all the folks here at Shelbyville, the Lone Star Cup presentation from UIL, Texas Farm Bureau, and all those wonderful people here, and all of our wonderful sponsors. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. We'll see you for the next broadcast. Come have breakfast with us and the linemen at Diamond B Cafe tomorrow morning at about 8:45. For Larry, for Joe, and my boy Dallas down on the field, we appreciate you watching. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful night. God bless America. God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you. And remember, folks, if hate can go viral, so can love. We're out.